Hello, everyone, and hope everyone's doing great. Welcome to the Team Gravity Pauper tournament hosted at Darkside. I'm Dakota. This is
Julio.
Hey, and we're going to be your announcers for today, bringing you all of the play-by-play and the content that you need for the Pauper. So what we have here today is a cash tournament, 5 rounds of Pauper, cut to top 4, and so I believe there's around $120 in prize pool,
Yep.
And this is just going to be an open tournament.
Yep, open tournament.
Open tournament. We have deck lists. We're going to be going over all the content for you. We're going to have some post interviews for you. We're starting a little bit later than we imagined. We had a couple technical difficulties. So round 1 has already started. I think they're finishing up round 1. So in a couple of moments, we're going to try to get a post interview for you from the feature match winner, which was Daniel Miller. I believe he was playing Is It Artifacts versus Martin, who was on the initiative.
Bant Initiative.
Bant Initiative.
I think that's him, actually.
Yes. So we'll go ahead and get that started for you. Perfect. And then I'm going to turn it over to Julio. I'll let Julio sit in this seat. We'll go ahead and get started with everything. Take your bag off, Daniel.
All right, Daniel. All right. So, you won pretty quickly, pretty easily from what we were looking at. We were kind of trying to work through the technical difficulties, and we were kind of keeping up with the stream and whatnot. So just tell me what happened from your perspective.
So
what you saw game 1.
I played Grixis Affinity against like Bant Control pretty much. Both game 1 and game 2, like there's a new card from MH3, Refurbished Familiar. You, as early as turn 2, can get it down as just a 1-mana 2/1 flyer that just makes your opponent discard a card.
Okay.
And I played 2 of those back-to-back game 1, 2 of those back-to-back game 2, and then game 1 I followed it up with 2 Mirror Enforcers, just a free 2 free 4/4s. The game very quickly ended after that.
Okay.
Game 2 is similar, just without the Mirror Enforcers. I had more like interaction, like I played 2 cast downs and a Metallic Rebuke, so like 2 removals and a counter spell, while just getting in with Mirror Enforcers for 4 in the air, and little by little just constantly hitting my opponent in the air after they already were down in cards, while having the interaction to follow up. There was just no way for my opponent to stabilize.
Okay, very cool. So it sounds like it was a pretty good matchup for you.
It seemed pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything that you maybe wish you could have done differently? I know that those were 2 very quick games. You won in like 20 minutes for both games.
Game 1, I think I just had like the nuts.
Okay.
Game 2, I was very lucky to have both of my cast downs, because I used them both in response to Ephemerate, where if I didn't have it, he would have either gotten more value either from a free spell off Archaeomancer or by getting another loop through the initiative. So I think I was just very fortunate. Like, I think if I was going to change anything, maybe have a 3rd cast down somewhere in the 75, just more removal in general. Because if I didn't have it, the game could have very much flipped in my opponent's favor.
Yeah, gotten out of hand quick.
Yeah.
Ephemerate's a great card. We do love really good blink spells, so it's one of the best ones in the game too. Tell us about what you're looking forward to for this tournament. Anything you anticipate could be a difficult matchup for you?
I'm just getting, like, I know a lot of us, at least for me, are just getting back into Pauper. I reviewed the meta a bit. Back when I did play, I know, like, burn, either mono red or especially, like, the Rakdos Madness burn, I used to dread that matchup. I worry it might go the same way if I don't have, like, a very quick clock with Mirror Enforcers. So not looking forward to that, especially because, like I said, what I think is the best card in the deck right now, Refurbished Familiar, making your opponent discard a card isn't good when your opponent's playing Madness cards and they just essentially just get a free, draw off of it.
Right.
So I think that is one deck that can leverage one of your biggest strengths against you, and if you don't have a fast clock, they'll very quickly find a way to count to 20.
Yeah, that is always the unfortunate part about some of this game, right?
Absolutely.
So, all right, cool. We got a little bit of time here. I don't know if do you know what the clock looks like out there?
I'll go check.
All right. So we got a chance to mention any of this because we were again dealing with some technical difficulties, but we are having a legacy tournament next Sunday as well, full proxy. If you're in Sarasota, Gulf Coast area, please come by. Are you playing in that?
I'm absolutely playing in that.
Yeah. What are you playing?
I'm probably playing Dimir Reanimator. I know it's like the big boogeyman deck, but you know
Okay.
it's something. It's just something I've been investing into, and it looks super fun. So
Very cool, man. That's honestly the best part. Is we're here to have fun and we're here to play some good games. So as long as that's what's happening, that's what we love. Thomas in the chat, thumbs up in the chat. Um, anything else you want to say about your about the day? I know it's round one. I know it's early. We're probably gonna see you again at some point.
I mean, it's just like a big surprise because we just started standard season for like the RCQ seasons, and I'm surprised to see so many familiar faces that I usually don't get to see at like here at Darkside locally. Because you know I feel like through just playing Magic competitively and in general, met so many cool people. Like I even say made some new friends, and just seeing people here on a day I wouldn't normally see people at Darkside is just it's just another good day, and I'm happy everyone's coming out and having fun.
Hell yeah, we love that. We do love that. So again, we are at Darkside. Lovely host. Please, if you're ever in the area, come see him. They're the best around. Daniel, we're gonna pop off here for a little bit. Let the round finish up. We'll be back in a little bit. Cool.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope everyone's doing great. So we are just now trying to get the round finished up. I think we have like 5 minutes left in this round. I think there's one match finishing up right now.
Yep.
But in the meantime, we wanted to go over a little bit about what's happening with this Pauper tournament, upcoming events, what Team Gravity even is. So just explaining all that kind of stuff. Do we want to talk about the Legacy tournament coming up as well?
Yeah, so that's like the next that's our next big event. That's next Sunday, 3 p.m. Darkside Comics and Games in Sarasota, Florida. Entries 10 again?
Yes, $10.
$10 again.
Yep.
Pricing is going to be based on attendance.
Yep.
Full proxy. They have to be colored proxies though. So if you're going to use a proxy, you can't take a land, write brief on it, and call it a day. You have to print a picture out. Deck list as always.
Yep.
So we'll also be back here live streaming. Me, Dakota.
Yep.
3 p.m. Hopefully no technical difficulties this time.
No. Always improving, always getting better.
So hopefully none of that happens, and we'll be live 3 p.m. sharp.
Yep.
So that's our next big event. Darkside is our awesome host.
Yes.
We've been coming here. Some of us been coming here for a long time, so we truly love the community, love everyone who works here. Brian, the owner, just awesome guy who supports our communities. We have lots of stuff always going for Magic. We have Modern on Mondays, Pioneer on Wednesdays. Friday we have Standard and Draft tournaments. Draft always pops off. They always get 2 or 3 pods.
And all those events start at 7 p.m.
Yep.
Just across the week.
Yep. Entries $6.
Yep.
You get an entry pack as always.
Which is amazing for Darkside to do.
Yeah. Then Saturday we have a Commander open play. We have a lot of Commander players come in, all levels.
Yep.
Even some CDH players who like to come and hang out, do the thing. So next big event is next Sunday though, 3 p.m. We'll be here on the Twitch channel.
Yep. That'll be a streamed event.
Back on the commentary booth for me and Dakota.
Yep. And then going in a little bit more of Friday at 7 p.m. on Standard, we have a store ongoing league. So it's Dakota's Championship Standard League. So what happens with that is that every week when you come to Standard or whoever's playing in Standard, you accumulate points based on your record and your wins and everything. We generate all those points into a big spreadsheet, and we take the top at the end before the next set releases, which I believe is Ether Drift in early February. That's when we're currently in season 2 of this ongoing league, and when the new set comes out, that's when we cut the points and whoever's in the top 8 of that position, they go into a closed tournament that determines who the winner of this league is. And we have a huge trophy. I believe season 1 of the Standard League was actually, the winner was Daniel Miller.
Yep, you guys just saw him a little bit ago.
And for the OGs out there who tuned into that stream, that was a little bit while ago. We're making moves, man. We're no longer in the we're no longer in the cooler with the drinks.
Yeah, we're in the big leagues now.
We're getting there.
We're here with Bay.
Yeah, we got a bigger table. We have 2 chairs in here now instead of me just standing hovering over someone with an interview.
I'm sure that went well.
Oh, it was very intimidating having someone trying to interview someone from up here.
Was it like the Undertaker meme where he's behind AJ Styles? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. If
do,
any wrestling nerds out there know what I'm talking about, you know.
But yeah, so with that, we actually are starting on the YouTube channel, which should be linked on the Twitch, is going to be a standard recap. So I break down all of the different metas going on, everything going on in the store with different players, the leaderboards, of course, and just a breakdown of what you should see, especially since we're coming into this this era of standard competitive play. Yep. It's been there. I think a couple seasons ago we did have the RCQs running standard, but for Magic decided, hey,
we're going all in on standard.
We're going all in on standard. We got a couple seasons of the standard RCQs.
Yeah, so it should be a really good, exciting season for Magic overall, especially in the standard format if you play standard. Yep. In my opinion, I think it's the best constructed format out there right now. I think Modern's not in a great place. Pioneer is obviously also not in a great place. So, and then a lot of the other stuff isn't very well.
Right.
Oh,
getting started on team.
Okay.
Cool.
Do we know who the feature match players are? Okay.
So that was our judge, Aaron. He was letting us know that we're getting started on round 2. Mm-hmm. So we'll have that feature coming up here shortly. Any upcoming events? Anything we're going to? Carson Wolf and Brandon Davis. Cool. We're gonna pull up. We have all the deck list right here. We're gonna pull up the deck list. That way we have them, and we can. Here's Brandon's.
Oh, perfect.
Yep, and then
like
Carson.
Brandon is on Mono Blue Terror, from what it looks like.
Yeah.
I like this list.
And then Carson, he let me know. I did a little player interview. He's playing Abzan Gates, is what he called it.
Oh, okay.
His favorite card is Basilisk Gates, so that lets you know of where this probably is going to go.
Yep.
So
I see this looks like a classic list from Brandon of like Thought Scour, Tolarian Terror, Spell Pierce. We got Delver, Secrets, Counterspell, Consider, Brainstorm. Just all the fun blue cards.
Yeah.
Just putting stuff in the graveyard.
And then he wasn't wrong. We have Basilisk Gate, Citadel Gate, Manor Gate, and then some other stuff here that helps turbo that out. So he's probably going to be trying to get his win condition going here.
Yep.
Any future events that we're going to be at?
Yeah, I think there's a couple RCQs coming up. I think the next RCQ that Team Gravity is going to be at heading out is going to be December 28th, I believe, at For Honor.
Yep, For Honor, Zephyr Hills, Florida. Probably making the drive up there.
Yep.
Potentially, we don't know yet. Next weekend, next Saturday, at Golden Fang game in.
Yep. There's one Friday and one Saturday.
Yep.
We're on the fence about whether we want to show up on that one.
Yeah, we're all kind of beat up right now, so
especially with the holiday season coming up as well.
Yeah,
it's a whole lot going on.
But still, come on, see us. Team Gravity. Who's on Team Gravity?
Julio's on Team Gravity.
I'm on Team Gravity.
I'm on Team Gravity.
He's the captain.
So yeah, for those of you who don't know what Team Gravity is, it's just a competitive team that we're trying to put as much content and build up the community as much as possible, while also doing some competitive events, of course.
Yeah.
Aaron Deckmore, our judge, is on Team Gravity as well. We got Mike Schmidt, Bobby Burchard is on Team Gravity.
Daniel Miller.
Daniel Miller.
Daniel Miller, you just saw him. Daniel Skibbity Riz Miller.
Oh, yeah. God.
You just saw him. He is on Team Gravity. We're good to go. We're going to get this match started for you. Thumbs up to the chat. They understood my wrestling my wrestling reference. So if you get it, give me the thumbs up.
Who else is on Team? Garrett's on Team Gravity as well. Am I missing anybody?
I don't think so.
Oh, Mitchell. Local legend, judge of the West.
Judge of the West
is on Team Gravity as well. So let's go over to our gameplay camera and see if we can go and get started with everything. Ooh, we're already straight into it. Oh, let me fix this player. Let's just take those off. So I think we have Carson is on the left of your screen with Gates, obviously. And then Brandon's going to be on the right. Immediately just Island, Pass, Classic. So I'm going to be honest with you, Julio. I don't know a lot about Pauper.
Can I be completely honest with you and the entire internet? I
Yes.
also know nothing about Pauper.
Beautiful.
We had a really brief rundown with our judge Aaron
Yes.
briefly about it earlier, but as we know with any kind of Pauper thing, it is sometimes not always the most clear cut. Here's your meta.
Yes. So what creature does he have on board? Let's see if we can figure that out.
I think it's Outlaw Medic.
Outlaw Medic. Okay.
Yeah. Let's pull it up here.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have my phone here. We can.
Well, Lasco. Yeah, we should have had you in the booth. We could have just a 3-person booth real quick. But it looks like we are doing a couple things. Are we trying to?
Oh yeah, Outlaw Medic. That's
Oh, okay,
definitely
he's
it.
gonna counter
so
stuff.
lifelink when Outlaw Medic dies, draw a card. So
Oh,
very good.
is it a 1/1?
Yeah, it's a
1/2.
1/3.
1/3. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 1/3.
So we did see the counter. I think that was a Mind Stone. What was that he countered off of? It was something that would get countered by Carson immediately.
Cast down, maybe.
Maybe the glare is crazy right under the phone.
Right under his phone. The glare just sucks.
Is that Lorien revealed? Did I see? So we're gonna go island cycling.
Oh yeah.
There it is. We gotta hit those land drops. We're on a blue deck.
We never miss our land drops.
Actually,
right?
Lorien reveal is really good in this deck. Now that I'm thinking about it, because it's just you're trying to get instant sorceries in the graveyard.
Yeah. You're right.
And then you can just use it. To
Oh,
pop off and
Malevolent Rumble. It was on the stream.
draw.
Thumbs up to the chat as always. Thumbs up to the chat for keeping us straight. Please educate us if we don't know what we're talking about.
Yep. Oh, so it's just Gate Brew. Okay. All right, so we're gonna untap. We're gonna draw. We're gonna really have to rely on chat to help us.
Oh yeah. By the way, I only called it Abzan Gates because that is literally just what he told me.
Yeah.
So,
Is that number Malevolent Rumble?
Cryptic Serpent is a powerful card. Yeah.
Yeah. All
Okay,
right.
well,
What are we hitting here? We're hitting a gate.
I missed the first one.
Is it 2 more Malevolent Rumbles that I see? No, that's not it. It's 2 of some card that we're trying to choose from. Okay, we're immediately just going to get the gate and play the gate.
Yeah.
Everything else is going to go in the yard.
Oh, gate to hand.
Oh, yep.
Gate to hand. Make some tokens.
Okay.
Okay, we like tokens.
We're building a board. Cryptic Serpent is...
Another gate tapped.
Is that a 5/5 Cryptic Serpent? What is...
Cryptic Serpent? Let's find out.
Yeah.
Cryptic Serpent, 6/5.
Ooh.
Costs 1 less to cast for each instant or sorcery in your grave. So you're trying to play it down for 2 blue.
All right, so no blocks there.
Yup.
So we're just going to go down to 15.
Okay.
We have a lot of open mana on Brandon's side.
We love open mana.
Especially blue mana.
Blue open mana.
That is our... Are we going to see... What do we got here?
Oh, I don't love the way he like.
Oh,
puts
it's
his cards
consider. Oh, it's okay.
Consider.
We're resolving consider.
in. Okay. I don't love the way he just like puts cards in his grave. He doesn't put them on so they.
Yeah. We'll beat him up after this.
Yeah. Well, if
Never consider.
hey, take the 1-0 down because.
Yeah.
We just realized that he is not 1-0. The score is 0-0 by the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that.
0-0.
Boop.
All right,
There we go. Oh, Tolarian Terror.
We love Terror.
And a Delver? The
Ooh.
Delver wasn't there. Oh my gosh.
It
Okay.
wasn't there. We missed that. That's what happens when we stop paying attention.
Did it? Well,
Well, it
you're
happens.
distracting me, man. I want to see this mono blue like gameplay. So, quick note, nothing to do with Pauper.
Okay.
One of my favorite archetypes is mono blue. Like not just from a Pauper perspective,
Just in general.
just in general. I love mono blue.
I know you. I know Tolarian Terror is one of your favorite cards.
It is, and
It is?
I got him signed. I'm sad that you. I guess you can play it now in standard with the Simic Flash going on.
Yeah.
All right, so we got. I think we're rearranging our mana a little bit, trying to come up with some stuff. I see a cat in Carson's hand. Okay, we're tapping 3.
So we also just a little bit of commentary on both of these players. Carson, whose turn it is right now, he's a much newer player. He's only been playing for about 2 years, and his first set that he bought is All Will Be One. Whereas Carson, on the other hand, that dude's a vet. That dude's a vet. Or Brandon Davis, sorry. Brandon is a vet. He's been playing for 21 years. His first set was Mirrodin. So
wow.
Yeah, so a real vet here. A real difference between experience and probably novice enthusiasm as well.
The youthful energy we got going.
Yeah, youthful energy versus experience.
Oh, come. Okay, so Delver flipped on upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you said Brandon had a lot of experience. He did put it in a smoke. I do see a smoke sleeve for his flip cards.
Hey man, that's the trick of the trade. Like,
yeah, apparently.
Yeah. So, and he looks like a very experienced player from my end, just from what I can see. So he is very technical. Plays really well so far. Nothing big but we do see some big plays. Obviously, life has swung.
Yep.
In the other direction.
We're just gonna keep seeing life gain.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look at these gate cards and make sure that I'm understanding what these gate cards actually do. Using smoke is actually a good trick. Reminds you to flip the card back at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he is a vet. So it is bad for coverage.
Yeah.
So we're seeing. Okay, we're both down to 13. I think you sacrificed the token. We have a cat that is on the field. It looks like one card in hand for Brandon.
Is it Lembus? Might be Lembus. I would.
Also stops people seeing. Yeah. Okay.
No, it's not Lembus. What is it?
So I'm not entirely sure what we're resolving at this point. Looks like Brandon's trying to resolve something that just happened. I don't know if it was okay, Brainstorm off. Got you.
Brainstorm is actually Brandon's favorite card, so.
Oh, okay.
Definitely loves his Brainstorm.
Is that another Cryptic Serpent I see? It is.
Mm-hmm.
We're just full on pressure. You can gain life as much as you want, Carson, but here are all my beaters that are just going to take it right back away. Sitting at 13, this is going to be a big turn for Carson to see what exactly he can pull out of a tank. If there's any gas left to deal with this huge board that Brandon's built.
Oh, that's Sacred Cat.
Sacred Cat. Okay, that's
Sacred
what it was.
Cat, yeah. Lifelink comes in with an emblem, or has emblem white.
Oh, okay. So we have a 1/3, and what is that?
A 1/1.
A 1/1. So we have two lifelinkers on the board that can block at least.
Yeah.
What do some of these gates do?
So Basilisk Gate is a really awesome card. I actually play that in my Omo Commander deck.
Mm-hmm.
Love that deck. So it is a card that says you can, for 3 mana, you bounce it back to your hand.
Mm-hmm.
You put a gate onto the field, and then if you have 10 or more gates, you win the game. So that's his win con. That is ultimately what he is trying to do. No, I lied. That's not Basilisk Gate. Basilisk Gate just makes his stuff really big. Basilisk Gate. So it adds a colorless mana, and then for 2, target creature gains X+X+X until end of turn, where X is the number of gates you control. So you're trying to make all his monsters really big and just pump all his stuff up.
Got you.
So, yeah, Basilisk Gate also in my Omo Commander deck, but I was thinking of a different gate.
Okay, so he can pump up one of these lifelink creatures.
Yeah.
Either block or swing.
Yeah,
and then gain a bunch of life back.
And then gain a bunch of life back. Just keep one for wanting his opponent by either blocking all of his creatures or just swinging and just trying to put pressure on him. Mm-hmm. Seems like a fairly straightforward strategy.
So it looks like we are targeting the cat and swinging. Okay. And we have
Maze's End. Yes, I'm sorry. See, gates. They all kind of.
they're all the same.
They're all the same.
Okay. So we're doing some math on Brandon's side. Trying to figure out. Okay, can I take this? How much can I take? What is going to be going back on the crackback? So we're. Oh, he just took 12 on that with the gate activation, so we're going back up to 25.
Oh, this is looking rough for Brandon.
Yeah, so we're going to tap. Okay, let's see what we got.
Apparently I'm racist towards gates. Fair. No, I swear, I'm not.
Okay, how much we got here? We're swinging Flip Delver. Okay. We're in the tank. Swinging 2 Cryptic Servants.
Oh.
So we got, what is
And
that, 12, 5, so 17. That's 20 we're swinging for with Flip Delver? So we're going back down to 5? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
What do we got?
And then open mana.
Oh,
another
just slam
tear.
down another tear as a blocker.
Another tear. Yeah,
Yep,
just a
why not?
block. Let's see if we can put something else on the board. I can't really see his hand.
Can we wait for the gate activate, swing, and then activate whatever doesn't get blocked, and just for game? I guess he's at 1. He has
He's
no
at
way
1.
to get...
He can just swing no matter what.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So as long as he has to put up another blocker. He likely
bounce something.
or bounce his creatures. I don't know if he plays anything like that.
I mean, we have Delver, Secrets, Deep Analysis, Cryptoserver, Counterspell, Lore Reveal, Mental Note, Spell Pierce, Thought Sky. I think we're just looking for another blocker.
Yeah, I think that's all he's looking for because I don't.
What is
I
that
see an island in his hand and one other card.
I think it's a preordain.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if he has a way out of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're going
there's a concession. We're gonna go to game 2. Very solid. I like Carson's strategy here. Just summon creatures that gain you life. If you can't kill me, you can't win the game.
Yep.
That is ultimately the name of the game. I think with Carson's strategy here. So
And eventually we're gonna get there.
yeah. So let's look at the sideboard. Carson has 2 Thranborn Char. Oh God, handwriting is awful.
Oh
Sometimes.
yeah, sorry if we mispronounce some of these. We were trying to read cursive or someone's handwriting.
Or someone
on these
else's
days.
handwriting, and like it's just not there. He does have 2 Dust to Dust, 1 Coalition Honor Guard, 1 Standard Bear, 1 Arms of
Hadar.
Hadar.
Arms of Hadar. I think it's a D&D card.
Okay, 2 Drown in Sorrows, 3 Souls.
So,
Sulai-
don't look at me for that one. So really?
Sorority Gatekeepers.
Yep.
1 Obsidian
Acolyte.
Acolyte, 2 Mesmeric Fiend.
Okay.
So, not too familiar with a ton of these cards. I don't like commons.
And then for Brandon, what we're looking at the sideboard that we got 3 Blue Elemental Blasts, 2 Echoing Truths, 3 Fadeaways, 2 Hydroblasts, 2 Murmuring Mystics, and 3 Steel Sabotages.
All right, shout out to Brandon for typing his deck list like a real dude.
We gotta come prepared sometimes.
Yeah. He comes prepared. He definitely he's the man apparently, because his deck list is all typed out. It looks nice. So
So
we
I
can
want to
read it.
So I want to look up a couple of these cards to see, trying to figure out if we're Brandon. We just lost a game. We're going to be on the play. What do we kind of bring in? What do we try to like take out? What does Steel Sabotage do?
Let's find out. Steel Sabotage. All right. So this is instant speed for 1 mana. For 1 blue, choose 1. Counter target artifact spell, return target artifact to its owner's hand. I didn't see a ton of artifacts in Carson's list.
Yeah, so I don't know how much.
I don't think that'll come in.
Murmuring Mystic, maybe we can help. I'm just trying to figure out what in Brandon's sideboard can we bring in to actually help. Looks like players are shuffling up right now.
Yep.
If you're just tuning in, we have Brandon on the right side of your screen in mono blue Terror Pauper deck in the blue sleeves. And then on the left side of your screen, we have Carson Wolf in the orange sleeves playing Abzan Gates, I believe is what he's on.
That is what he referred to it as. So Murmuring Mystic is actually an interesting card here. 3 in a blue.
Mm-hmm.
Creature, human wizard. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 blue illusion creature token with flying. 1/5. So that might be a big creature, just so as he can constantly hit his 1-drop spells and then start getting a lot of value off of him. That could be a possibility just to keep up with the number of creatures that Carson plays, and that they're so big. He can just keep them away.
And then maybe Lasco saying wipe away and Echoing Truths a lot. So maybe let's pull up those two. What Echoing Truth does. A fadeaway, I think, is what you're referring to.
Echoing Truth, 1 in a blue, instant, return target non-land permanent and all other permanent with the same name as that permanent to the owner's hand. So yeah, return one and then return everything that has the same name.
Okay.
So yeah, that might be a big one. And then what was the other one? Fade away?
Yeah, fade away.
No, wipe away.
Wipe away. Do we have wipe away in Brandon's list? I don't believe we do. We have fade away.
We have fade away. Yeah, we have fade away.
Not wipe away.
2 and a blue for each creature that, for each sorcery speed, for each creature that creature's controller pays 1 and sacrifices a permanent.
Okay.
I see that. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, maybe we can. So I think we still bring in Echoing Truth to bounce it. Just to bounce one of your lifelink creatures when he tries to activate the gate and target it.
Mhm.
We just try to bounce that back.
Yeah.
And I think we definitely maybe take out some of our counter magic, since we can't really Spell Pierce. I think comes out from my perspective. But maybe you leave in it. Maybe there's something in Carson's deck that we're trying to leave in.
We didn't see any red cards. We basically just saw white.
Yeah. It was just gates and
yeah.
Well, I mean, we did see Malevolent Rumble on Carson's side to get another gate.
Yeah, but that's about it.
And it looks like we're going to get started. I believe that Brandon went down to 5. Carson is on a mold of 6. So immediately we're going to get a Delver, activate, immediate flip. I believe that is a... What is that? Is that a Force Spike? We're going to... It's either... I don't recognize that one. It could be Force Spike, or it could be...
No. Counter target spell.
Oh, Boomerang. Okay, so on Carson's side, we're immediately just going to play the cat, the 1/1 lifelinker, emblem 1. We're going to swing 3. We're going to take him down to 14. I think this is the second crackback that we got from the Flip Delver. We do got some open mana. And then Carson is immediately just going to hit with a lifelinker again, play another gate. And that is... Was that Draven Charm?
Might have been. It got countered though.
Okay.
Got countered right away.
Yep.
Brandon's picking up the pace. I think they're feeling that sense of time. I wish we had the clock. That's might be a note for the future there.
I'll work right on that. Squadron Hawk. I do not see any Squadron Hawks in his list. In Carson's list. So he is not.
Yeah. Asuni, you're the MVP of the day, by the way. We're
Yes.
naming it right now.
His list is doing a couple other things. I mean, for gates, we have Basilisk Gate, Citadel Gate, Manor Gate. Then you got some Gatekeeper Vine, Sacred Cats, Rancor, Moment's Peace, Cast Down, Outlaw Medic, Deadly Dispute, Cryptats, Limbus as well. So it looks like it's just a life gain. A lot of life gain, a lot of stuff with gates, basically. Is that a second Delver that we have?
Yeah, that's...
Oh, okay, but this one's not in the smoked sleeve. A little bit mismatched.
Yeah.
So let's see what... He's already down to 7.
He is putting the pressure on him. I think
Brandon, I think, has decided what his shift is.
Yeah, he's just got to go for it.
He's we are leaning in. Yeah.
You see Carson holding up a lot of cards in his hand. Not seeing a ton, so he just swings for the 1, and then he might pass here. I don't know what he can do. He obviously has... Did he drop land? I didn't actually look.
I'm not entirely sure. I don't think he
so
he has a Thraben Charm in hand, it looks like.
Okay.
Looks like Malevolent Rumble is what we're gonna see.
Okay.
And he's gonna immediately counter it.
Counter spell.
Yeah, we need to keep the tempo going on our side.
Yep.
Never gate.
Drops his gate. It's down to 4 cards in hand. Believe Brandon is on no cards in hand, so he's top decking.
Yep.
So yeah, he's just gonna go in, swing in.
Go down to 2. And then Carson can swing his 1 and gain... Well... No, because he can't really leave it up as a blocker because both those Delvers have flying.
Yeah, he has to go in. He has to have something. He has to clear both of those monsters. And I don't know if he has a way to do it.
Right. And this may just be
attacks for 1, gains the 1. Hasn't dropped land either.
No.
So I don't think he has the land in hand. He has 5 real cards, so That's probably not a bad thing. Oh, what is that?
Not entirely sure what that is.
Yeah, I'm really bad with art. I need to see the names closer.
Yeah, we need to. If it's a standard, I can immediately knock it
Yeah.
out. But now we're gonna see the Raymond charm, I believe. That's just gonna kill one of the Delvers.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's enough to keep him alive.
it is. No, well, no, he's at 3.
He's at 3.
Is that a flyer on board that we have?
Yeah, I think so. Resolves Brainstorm. Or is that Consider? I think that's Consider.
No, it's Brainstorm. He just put it in the yard right there at the top.
Okay. Can't remember the name. It's a 2/3 with flying and ETB bounce permanent you control. Okay,
Gotcha,
cool.
gotcha.
Cool.
Okay. So we're trying to turn the corner right now.
Yeah.
With Carson.
And then we obviously know that Carson has some big swings that he can hit, so
Toy Skyfisher. Okay.
my guy.
Y'all two
MVPs, bro.
MVPs.
Keeping us straight.
Okay, so we're gonna untap. Consider, I think is what we're gonna see. Yep.
Yep, there it is.
We're digging for a way to get rid of the Skyfisher. Alright, no Lorraine revealed.
He's considering the attack. There's 2 cards in hand. I think one of them's an island.
I think a tear's in his hand as well, from what it looks like.
Yeah.
So if we,
Would that terror be huge right now? If he just like drops it?
well, it'd still give, no matter what he's doing. If it's just a tear in an island, Carson still has another turn to do things.
Yeah. So he's not putting him out.
Right. He's just gonna block. And,
Yep. Kills that. They trade.
And then we just see the terror drop down. Oh no, we're going to get. Oh, flashback with deep analysis.
There you go.
Nice. Okay, we're
Another
gonna get a
island.
land, and we're gonna. Maybe it wasn't
Maybe
terror.
it
in
wasn't
hand.
terror. Yeah.
Maybe we're looking at that wrong. But we are gonna go back to Carson's turn.
1 mana up, so we definitely probably see a counter spell at some point come down.
I'm not even sure what that one is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. If someone knows what that is, please drop it.
Yeah, it looks like it's a big creature. No, it's a.
He played it right away, so he.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's gonna. Gatekeeper Vine.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay. Can we look up what Gatekeeper Vine does real quick, just so everyone's.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna swing with Cat. We're gonna go up to 4.
Defender 02, 1 in a green. When Gatekeeper Vine enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land or a gate card. Put it in your hand and then shuffle.
Gotcha.
So go search a gate.
Oh,
Put up a body on board that can attack.
it looks like we did activate the gate to pump up our Cat. So now we're down to 7 to 9.
7 to 9.
Two Cryptic Serpents and land. And say, let's go.
Pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brandon's trying to put the nail in the coffin right now, but with a pump gate like that, just pumping up your lifelinker?
What he's got? 3 gates on field?
Yeah.
And 4 gates on
four
you.
now.
Okay, 4 gates on field. So chances are we see that that get pumped up to a big number. Yep, there it is. There's the 2 mana.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes in, swings. Does he block here? Does he lose both his creatures for this?
I mean, he's at 9. Losing...
He's not dead, no matter what.
Right.
But Brandon's gonna gain a bunch of life regardless because he either does the damage to him or he does the damage to his creatures and he still gains life.
Mm-hmm. Down to 4, going up to 11 or 12.
Yep. Okay, so 12 to 4, big life swings. Carson's deck is a menace. Ooh, an outlaw medic.
Yeah. And we're gonna lure and reveal. Try to get an island just to thin out our deck.
Probably.
But he has 2 blockers up. I don't think Cryptic Serpent has trample.
It doesn't. I don't believe so.
I don't.
So he has 2 blockers, and even if he kills the outlaw medic, he's gonna give him another card back, which at this point in the game, letting him dig so deep is not a great idea. 12-4. Maybe Carson puts the nail in the coffin here. I noticed Brandon did miss a couple land drops.
Yeah.
So that might be huge.
All right, so we're going to draw 3 cards off Lorien revealed now.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see anything left in Brandon's deck that could get him out of his situation now that we have the we actually have the engine running with a lifelinker and a gate.
Yep.
So we got to leave 2 blockers up because he can pump either one of those guys to kill him.
Yeah. There's no open mana up. I don't believe there's any free spells in this format. Free counters.
Mm-mm.
Cool.
And, I mean, I guess, I mean, Brandon's tapped out. Carson's just, I guess, going over the numbers to make sure, okay, we can do this, this. Let's say that even if, oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke. There's Delver. I didn't see the Delver at the top of the screen, so he can, I guess he's trying to decide whether or not he wants to.
So he pumps up his Outlaw Medic.
Yep.
And then he's just going to swing. Keep his cats up.
There's foil.
Okay, but it's not good anymore after Days and Gush got banned. Fair enough.
Oh, so we're going to see a double block.
Double block into it.
We're going to trade.
And
we're gaining more life.
Yeah, this is not looking great.
I do say that Carson is going to have to put more creatures on the field.
Yeah, he won't be able to kill him. He drops a swamp for turn.
I guess Malevolent Rumble is a really good card once we're like getting low. Oh, there it is.
Cat.
There's another cat.
Another cat. 2 life linkers.
We're going to go to the upkeep trigger. Let's see if it flips. It does not. Another island for Brandon. We're going to tap 1.
Brainstorm?
Is that a Brainstorm?
No, he did drop a Tellurian Terror into the yard, so not great.
Oh, that's Thought Scour, I'm pretty sure.
Thought Scour,
Mill 2 and then draw a card.
Mental Note.
Oh, Mental Note.
Mental Note. Okay.
Someone's got to keep us straight.
There you go, man. Lasco keeping us real. Thumbs up to the chat.
So we see another Delver drop. We swing Cryptic Serpent. We take 6.
Oh, heard. The same card. Different name.
Okay.
Fair. We have a lot of gates now. Just swings in with a cat.
Yeah, we block.
Loses
he gains
1.
all of that life back.
Yep, goes back up from 11 to 16.
This is such a grindy deck we see from Carson.
It's gonna be hard to put him away because he just constantly gains a bunch of life.
And it's getting worse and worse. So we're gonna see Malevolent Rumble, so we get a little bit more fuel.
Yeah. 2 gates and a basic off the top. I don't recognize the other card, but he's gonna take the. I believe that's the Basilisk Gate.
Oh, okay. Mental Note, it means that always you mill. Thought Scour is target player mills. All right, sorry about that, guys. Just our judge came in. We had a couple questions. So where are we at right now? It looks like we're in the tank on Brandon's side.
Yeah.
We have
just resolved a Brainstorm.
Yep.
Favorite card. Shout out.
Yeah. But we're looking rough.
Lots of mana up, but I think he has 2 cards in hand. Carson.
So the Delver did flip.
Okay.
We got a Cryptic Serpent and a 3/3. So not Serpent. Yeah, Serpent. 6/5 and a 3/3 flyer. We were at 4 lives, so we have to leave up. We have okay.
Oh, this goes all in for the swing.
Let's. I think this is do or die moment because now he has more creatures than we have blockers, so we can just pump up whatever we don't block. And immediately we're gonna get a response.
I don't know what that is. If anyone can tell us, please tell us.
There's got to be a combat trick of something.
Yeah, because he also... we might have a counterspell here.
Oh, Basilisk Gate is sorcery speed. Okay.
The card is Prismatic Stands. Okay.
Strands.
Prismatic Strands. Can't read. Sorry, guys. Alright, Prismatic Strands prevents all damage that sources of the color of your choice would deal this turn. So it's a great card against mono's colored strategies. He has no creatures up anymore, though.
So we did counter it looked like.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe?
Fog of color. Yeah.
Maybe?
He has an Outlaw Medic in hand, I saw, while he was shuffling.
But he has no creatures on board now.
Yeah. I think he might have a couple creatures in hand, so there's the Outlaw Medic coming down. Here's another cat.
Oh, man.
Another cat. Oh, so he probably got him bounced.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're still top decking for Brandon.
I mean, on a mold of 5, this is just rough.
Yeah.
Especially with a blue deck.
Oh, I got bounced by Echoing Truth.
Yep.
Yeah, see, we were talking about that coming into from the sideboard. Brandon passes, lots of open mana, couple blockers up.
Okay, so this makes it a lot better for Brandon. We're still in a rough position because I didn't know the Basilisk Gate was at sorcery speed. So he has to choose who to pump up. And then he can just throw one of his bodies in front of it.
I think he's pumping up the middle cat.
Yeah.
And then he's letting the Outlaw Medic go in low, trying probably to get it blocked. Or no, maybe not. He tapped 6. Yeah, he tapped 6, so he might just swing on them. Pump them both, swing both.
Yep.
And then
All right, so how much are we gaining here?
a lot. He just lost both his creatures. He's back up to 25 live. There's a 20 point swing.
And we still have a couple mana open. We're going to drop, yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
we'll get a token.
Oh, if this is an island, then that might not be great. We're playing with one card. Concedes.
Yep.
Yeah, great job. All right, so that is the match. Carson wins.
2-0?
Yeah, 2-0. Do you want to go and grab check on time, see how we're doing?
Yeah, I want to go grab check on time. I'm going to grab Carson and see if we can do an interview with him real quick. See if he's up for that. If not, give me a couple moments. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so very good. Let's just get the chat. The Couts got bats by X-Wing Asuni. You're my MVP, keeping me straight. Personally speaking, my knowledge of like a lot of the old Magic cards isn't great. I'm a newer Magic player, so but I do really love the game, and I did find this match very interesting. So maybe this gets me playing some Pauper. Who knows? One day you might see me out of the booth, out on the front line. Thumbs up to the chat as always, keeping us straight. We're just gonna concede here. It's coming.
Yep. So 14 minutes left in the round. He's just gonna decipher for us, and then we're gonna see this interview go off.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that was a fun match.
It was a great match. Carson's deck was very resilient. Really liked it. I was telling the stream that I might play some Pauper now. Who knows?
Yeah, no, it's fun to watch. It's an interesting format because we get to see a lot of creative strategies that are not super OP at times. I mean, Gates didn't seem that strong starting off in that game.
Yeah.
But it's gaining 20 life in one turn or a couple over a course of turns. I mean, that is extremely powerful.
Yeah.
Carson,
come on in.
Yeah. I'm going to scoot past you real quick, and you can just have a seat.
All right.
And Julio's going to interview you real quick.
All right.
All right. So we're back here in the booth. Carson.
Hey.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good.
Good. Awesome. So we were just watching your match. You had a really great match. Game 1, you just threw it down on him.
Yes. It's I'm familiar with the matchup. It's scary. If he gets match 1, he had some early, or match 2 had some early delvers.
Mm-hmm.
and I just gotta survive until I get enough gates, and then hopefully life link my way back.
By the way, you're very popular in the chat. You're the Carson Wolf pro player slayer of man. So very popular man right here. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and then game 2 was grindy, back and forth. Yeah. We were debating what he was gonna bring in. That Echoing Truth obviously was big, but obviously not big enough. In the end, so just tell me about game 2.
Game 2, the card that I don't want to see is Boomerang, and he did have that too. Gates plays a lot of tap lands. He could definitely get ahead if he, especially on the play, bouncing my turn 1 tap land was not great.
That is what it is.
But and he got me down to 3 health, and that was scary. Yeah.
We were like, I'm telling you, when we were back here with like talking through the match, and we're like, man, he got him down quick. Like, he just put the pressure on him, and he just got him down to like 3 health, and then we just saw the comeback start mounting, and it was awesome to watch. So it was a really great match. We were very entertained by it. So you said you know the matchup?
Yes, yeah.
It's a fairly common matchup.
Yeah, I played Brandon before.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
so you guys are familiar with each other? So
yeah.
Okay. Someone was mentioning that they're in the chat earlier that they were, let's see, you were not doing Squadron Hawk as part of the gate plans?
No, I am not.
Okay.
So currently, like I've tried a bunch of different Gates decks. This Abzan variant does not play the Squadron Hawks.
Okay.
It tries to do card advantage through like Deadly Dispute, and then bouncing the Gatekeeper, the defender that allows me to get a gate on each B, like bouncing that
the
with
Vine.
Vine.
Okay.
Yeah. So it gets card advantages other ways, and then also occasionally we'll like it has Crypt Rat in there as well to like to sort of stabilize. After you get enough gates, you can buff the Crypt Rat and then clear the board every turn. So
yeah. But they are not.
It doesn't use the Squadron Hawks for card advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about your deck list. Like, what else you have here that you think is cool? Something interesting. Prismatic Strands, I thought was a very good card.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
That card overperforms just like in the
the only
moment.
scary part is that there's a lot more colorless creatures now with Writhing Chrysalis. So I've actually dropped a Prismatic Strand for Moment's Peace, I believe it's called. The green fog. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. All right. Do you I'm assuming you play this like a lot because you were very like well versed in what you were doing. You guys both looked. We were talking about how like there's like this dichotomy of like experience. Like this guy's a vet, and like he's been playing like 20 years, and here you are like 2 years in, super enthusiastic and excited about the game. But it looks like you held your own really, really well.
Yeah. Brandon and Hugh, who are competing here, are 2 reasons why I've gotten into Pauper. So
gotcha. Very cool. So, Core Skyfisher also overperformed very well.
Yeah.
Anything else that you find interesting about your deck that you want to talk about? We got some time, so.
Nothing.
Yeah. Right.
See. Oh, so I mean, it wasn't important in this match, but Rancor was a new tech for all those Eldrazi spawn tokens.
Ah, yes, that's a big part of Pauper now.
Yes, so like Gates decks have fallen off because when you buff your lifelinkers, they could block with a spawn token, sack it off, you don't get your lifelink back. So Rancor's sort of been my answer to that. So at least I have Trample, and even just throwing it on any of these 1/1s, I could sort of put pressure earlier on, which is nice against the slower decks. And that card has been performing well. I started testing it, and it's been performing well. So
very cool. So we have a question here from the chat. It says, what do you think is the biggest advantage of the Gates deck over Azorius?
I really like green-white Gates. It also has black in it too, but at its core, it's like green-white Gates. I like being able to tutor for your Basilisk Gates when you need them. I think Rancor is great tech against these spawn tokens. I mean that's pretty much it. Like the green providing the ability to tutor for your gates, and also being able to provide trample, I think is fantastic. Yeah. And then the black's there as removal pieces and to go very long with Crypt Rat potentially.
Cool.
So
awesome, cool. So Lasco, he let you know. So a little bit about you. You've only been playing for a little bit, so I assume you love Magic because that's why you're still here.
Yeah.
So, where do you play on a regular basis? I know you're not local.
Yeah, so a good chunk of us, we play at Gamosaurus in Largo,
Okay.
up in Pinellas.
Okay, that's where you guys went yesterday for the RCQ, right?
RCQ.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gamosaurus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out.
I do like that shop too.
Very cool.
I like this shop as well.
Yeah.
Anywhere that could do Pauper.
Anywhere that does Pauper.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to do some more. We can get you back in the booth.
Yeah.
You know. What else do you play? Do you play any other formats or just Pauper? You strictly Pauper guy.
I play usually whatever the RCQ format was too. I was at Gamosaurus yesterday. I like Standard a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I recently picked up Modern at the last RCQ season. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So all right, cool.
What
Sounds.
are you playing in Standard?
I've been switching it up. Yesterday I tried Domain. Was not the biggest fan of Domain. I feel like its red matchup needs to be shored up. And
It's a hard matchup.
it didn't feel great.
Yeah, it's
so.
a hard. Like it's a hard matchup.
Yeah.
They just have mouse and.
You just you have to dodge it if you want to do well with Domain. In my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
The mono red aggro matchup is it's a rough matchup in Standard for anyone right now.
Yeah.
So even their mirrors are rough. So,
Mm.
all right. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think that's it.
Every Tuesday at Gamosaurus at 7.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
shout out Gamosaurus. You already know where to be. Anything else you want to tell the chat?
No. Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome, man. Hopefully we'll be. You look like you know what you're doing, so we'll probably see you again.
Yeah.
I know we said that to Daniel last round, but there's a chance we see multiple people. We're streaming only table 1 as well, so there's a good possibility that we see Carson here again or Daniel as well. So thanks, guys. We will be back. We're gonna take a short break. All right.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We are getting started again, and we have some standings for you.
Yeah.
So let's just go down the list and see.
So at 3-way tie for first, we have Hugh Coin, Ricardo Diaz, and
Yep.
Carson Wolf. Tied for third place, we have Carson Wolf, Abe Finch, Daniel Miller, Aaron Deckmar, Zachary Meek, Cody Summerall, and Brandon Davis, all with 3 points. We're going into round 2. We're doing 4 rounds of Swiss,
Yes.
and then we're cutting to top 4. And then we have Martin Herrera, Reese Aldemore, and Nova Graham. Currently tied for third. So we have, I believe it was Ricardo and Carson. So Carson will be back on the stream.
Yep.
So it's good to know that we know his deck a little bit better now. So
And getting some help from.
you got some help from the man.
Yeah.
So let's see. Zach, Abe. Nope, this is Cody.
I don't know if we have a deck list for Ricardo.
Oh, I know what happened to that.
Oh,
one.
that is
was-
the virtual one. Yes.
We had a virtual deck list.
Okay. Perfect.
So let's
And then
pull
let's-
it up here.
yeah.
So, oh, he sent it to me on Messenger. That's why.
Gotcha. Let's go over to the gameplay camera real quick. See, I think they're getting ready.
Yeah, they're getting set up.
And
So
then
Carson's obviously going to be. We should reset the score.
I'm gonna adjust it real quick.
So let's see here. Ricardo is Grixis Affinity. So very similar deck to probably what Daniel plays. We have all of those good cards. And then Carson is obviously on the gate deck that we were playing last round. So looking forward to that. Making some small adjustments to the camera. We're gonna reset the score here.
Looking good there.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Perfect.
Always trying to just make adjustments here, get better. So we are going.
Alright, so we're gonna have Carson is gonna be on the left side of your screen. Ricardo is gonna be on the right. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna
Reset the score.
Oh yes, go ahead and reset that score as well. Boom.
All right, so chromatics are refurbished familiar, toxic analysis, cast down, deadly dispute, reckoner's bargain, bloody fountain, candy trail, Neil Spellbaum, all Ricardo Davis, also typed up deck list, which is
Yes.
A plus.
That's
If
what we
you-
need around here.
If you bring in your typed up deck list, you are going to get a crisp high five from me, because I am illiterate apparently.
And I believe it's going to be Carson is going to be on the play for us. I think that was a 12 that he rolled with with the pre-game rolls. So we're looking at some cats. I think we see a Malevolent Rumble. Immediately we're going to see the gate come down again for Carson, like we did with the last game. And yeah, what is
Tap land?
Is that an artifact land? I believe.
I think so.
Demir artifact land, another gate. Both players starting off strong. We're going to see the cat, the 1/1 lifelinker, hit the field. And let's see. Let's learn this deck now.
Yep.
Julio. What do we got for us? I don't recognize that creature immediately.
Mist Vault Bridge is the. I don't know what the land is. Someone in chat drop the refurbished familiar. My
Yes.
man. Lasco, you're the man. It's alright. Well, we accept the spelling error.
Yeah.
The spelling error is irrelevant to me. I can't spell it anyway.
Malevolent Rumble is going to come down on Carson's side of the field. And we're going to see another Malevolent Rumble and it looks like 2 more gates.
So we're doing the thing.
Yep. Another gate's going to come in and make a token. I feel like we're going to learn a lot about Pauper today.
We are. We're gonna be the
We're
most
going to be experts, yeah.
Yeah. Lasco, earlier you said Pauper's a great format. Cards are hard to find offline. I love buying cards online. As much as I love to support my LGS, they get a lot of my expensive cards anyway, so they but yeah, I do like the what you're saying about being powerful spells, but not some of the more frustrating cards. So might have to give it a shot.
And what exactly does Familiar do? We can pull up the Oracle text real quick.
Really nice efficient threat that also puts down a card. In the late game, you can draw a card. Okay, so Furbished Familiar. Zombie Rat. This is an MH3 card, so
Oh, okay.
3 and a black. Affinity for artifacts. Flying. When Refurbished Familiar enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. For each opponent who can't, you draw a card. Very nice card. I do like that a lot.
And we're going to see the Gate Creeper Vine come down for Carson. And he's going to go ahead and look for a gate, get a gate. I think that's the one gate he was missing. I believe he has all 3 on the field now. And looking at this, we see a bunch of open mana on Ricardo's side.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're going to see Carson start getting his engine together. We're going to go ahead and swing in. The lifelink is starting. We're back to starting life immediately. What's the stats on the rat from MH3?
Oh, let's see. 2-1.
2-1. Okay.
Good stat.
Yep.
For a 4-drop.
But we have a lot of stuff going up on...
Yeah, I think an Outlaw Medic just came down. I think he's tapping for 2 colorless. Or a black and... Oh.
Deadly Dispute.
Deadly
on his
Dispute.
side.
Create a treasure, draw a card. We love
Yep.
that. That's a great card. I love Deadly Dispute.
I'm going to go ahead and adjust the camera real quick.
Yeah.
It's a little tilted and out of frame.
In the meantime, we'll keep up here. Keep watching another tapped artifact land. No red yet, which I don't know how big of a problem that's going to be. Ricardo won't. This is a matchup where Ricardo won't get as much value off the second half of that effect because Carson's deck puts a lot of cards in his hand. Yeah, you're right. I do agree. Oh, he went too far. Ugh. Let's see. We got some monsters coming down. Is that good? You guys doing okay with that there? I think that's good. I think that's a great spot. Yeah, that's much better.
Okay.
It's still that glare on Carson's graveyard, but
Fine. As long as it's a little bit more in frame, we're doing... Yeah, that's a lot better.
way better.
Okay. Alright, so where are we at?
He's resolving that thing.
Malevolent Rumble?
Malevolent Rumble.
Okay.
Yep. Grab the gate to his hand.
Wow,
make a
we've
token.
seen a lot of Malevolent Rumbles come down this game.
Yeah, he thinks this is on his second one at least. So obviously that's very good. You don't miss your land drops. Still no, again, I can't see Ricardo's hand, so I don't know whether the lack of red is going to affect him. He does have the treasure up though, so he's reading Basilisk Gate. Oh, he's figuring it all out.
Yeah. Uh-oh. It's all coming to a head. Do we know what that creature on his side of the field is? That looks like a... Oh, it's one of the Infinity artifact guys. I think it's a 4/4 7-drop Affinity. I may be just talking crazy right now, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah, if anyone could let us know.
Mer Enforcer.
Mer Enforcer? Okay.
Oh, yes, I got one right.
Yeah! Look at that.
Oh, man.
Wait, come on.
So let's see. We're going to untap Carson's side. Draw a card. Is that a Galvanic Blast, I see, in his graveyard?
Yeah, I
that
don't...
red spell that we have up there?
Maybe. It might be. He has 4 in his deck, so...
Yeah.
It certainly could be.
So we're going to pump up the cat. We're going to swing with it. Our lifelinker.
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure what that is. It looks like it's in a different language. But it's colorless. 3 to 4 creatures. Okay. Does anyone know what just killed that cat?
Nil Spellbomb, maybe?
No. It was a...
Cast Down.
Cast down. Okay.
Cast Down, yeah.
Cast down. Okay, so the cat's been cast down. Passing. Going over to Ricardo's side.
Drops the Lembus on Carson's side before he passes.
Yeah. Okay, there's a spell bomb.
Mm-hmm.
I think the problem with this matchup for Ricardo is that he has a lot of big creatures. And with Gates, Carson is just kind of building up this huge board of like smaller creatures that he can all pump up.
Yeah, to make big for like less work.
Yeah, and he can basically just... I mean, now he can gain all that life back once he gets enough Gates on the field.
Yeah, and he did telegraph that he has no red, so he has no way to
right, especially with discarding that Galvanic Blast.
Yeah, that just let me know that he has no red in hand, so he has no way to get to like a red mana source. He might be like stuck with a bunch of cards in hand that don't do that aren't gonna might not do much for him, especially with only 4 lands. He's missed like the last 2 land drops, I believe.
Yep. So okay, we're gonna see something come down.
Probably another cast down.
Never cast down.
Easy. Kills the token.
But that's just a token.
Yeah.
That's not.
I don't know if that's worth.
That's not card positive is what we're looking for, because I mean.
Yeah, you spent 1 card to get rid of a token.
Yeah, we still have 4 cards in hand. Carson's big chillin'.
Okay.
Get rid of your graveyard.
Exiles the graveyard.
Yep.
All right.
I guess that's just a trigger draw card. Doesn't Spellbomb draw a card when it leaves the battlefield?
Might. Let's find out. Sack Nil Spellbomb, exile all target cards from target. When Nil Spellbomb is put to the graveyard from the battlefield, you may... When it's put onto the graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay black.
Okay.
If you do draw a card.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so not... It's going to get value later. No value right now, though.
Nope.
Only if he plays black when he does it.
A lot of creatures went down, and...
that is
the Kenku and Artificer.
Yep.
So we're going to put 3 counters on that artifact land and make it a creature. And
is that a good play, though? Is that because he's low on lands. He doesn't have any. He's missed like 3 land drops.
I believe he can still tap the land for mana.
Yeah.
So he can use it now as a creature beatdown, or I mean, because on Carson's side of the field, we've seen a huge swing with how many cast downs have come down. That he's running low on creatures now. So with that card advantage that he has in hand, he needs to find a way to beat this board back. He does have most of his gates set up already, and he's cracking his, I think, in-step cracking Limbos. I don't know how to say that one. That's I know Limbus. It's the
Limbus.
Yeah, it's a
Lord of the Rings card.
Yep. And so we're seeing some cuts. going to untap all of these gates that we have up on our field. Looking at a grip of cards.
2 grips, really.
Ricardo's really struggling on lands.
Yeah,
we've seen, 2 colorless lands, blue, black. We're not even hitting our red.
Nah. I think that might just be what it ultimately comes down to. And Carson might just bring it down on him.
And, yeah.
Interesting to see what he'll do. I couldn't see any of their hands, so...
And speaking of Dust to Dust in chat, Carson does have 2 Dust to Dust in his sideboard.
Yeah, so none in the main board, so that will probably be a coming in post side deck.
Yeah. And if you're just tuning in, we are on game 1, round 3 of our Pauper tournament. We have Carson Wolf on the left side of your screen on Abzan Gates. And then on the right side of the screen is Ricardo playing... what was the name of the deck?
Grixis Affinity.
Grixis Affinity. I didn't know the color combo we're doing.
So we've talked about a lot about Carson. Obviously, he's been on the stream. Ricardo's he's a newish player. He's about 6 years, so not quite as young in the game as Carson. His first set was 8th Revolt. His favorite card's Land of War Elves.
Oh, wow. See a huge swing in life total.
Yeah.
Going down to 5 for Ricardo. And we're going to see another gatekeeper vine come down. Gate creeper vine come down to get another gate out of Carson's deck. And it is... Wow.
It's not looking great for Ricardo.
No. Oh, I guess the artifact land is indestructible, so it's a really good blocker, but not if it has trample, which I think is what we just saw.
Yeah.
More colorless mana. Looking over at Ricardo's side.
Deadly Dispute.
Yep. I'm sorry, not colorless. I think that's black mana.
Yeah. I think it's the black artifact land.
Yep. That makes sense.
The trample basically neutralizes the indestructible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, so.
Another Deadly Disputes. Another treasure. Is that a...
That's a blood fountain? Is that what that is? Yeah, blood fountain.
Blood fountain, yeah.
Blood fountain's going to come down. Get him a blood token, and I believe it does some stuff. You can pay some mana and have it sacrifice it to do some other things as well. And I think that's a great card to run, and especially in Affinity deck, because it grants you, like, for 1 mana, it grants you 2 artifacts with a blood token coming in as well. So, are we going to... Yep. I think we're going to see a red spell come down finally, cracking that treasure token.
Yep. Gonna...
Yeah, we'll go and pull up the list on this one. It looks like he is going to have to sacrifice an artifact.
Right. It's not Reckoner's Bargain, is it?
I think maybe it is Reckoner's Bargain that just got played. That makes a lot of sense with Deadly Dispute being in this deck list as well. Yeah, it seems a lot more black oriented than more of it is it.
Can't spell Reckoner.
Okay, so we're going to untap on Carson's side. We've lost most of our creatures, but we have a grip of cards. And all the gates.
It's not Reckoner's Bargain.
Was it just a printing?
It was a red card.
Yeah. Was it Galvanic Blast?
Maybe.
Oh, we did?
I know he has 4, so we did talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Deals 2 damage to target creature. Metalcraft deals 4 damage to that creature if you have control 3 or more artifacts, so...
Oh. Correct Clan Shaman?
Oh, yeah. The one in the yard.
Mm-hmm.
Affinity used to play more green cards like 2018, but black's just infinitely better now. Yeah, you're not wrong. And he does play 3 Crack Clan Shamans, so it's very possible.
On the card, trying to figure out what was that, a Crypt Rats that we see on Carson's side of the field? I believe it is.
Deadly Dispute is a very good card
Yeah.
in any format. Do you want to see Deadly Dispute in Standard again?
I don't think so. I think I'm fine with that.
24 of the top 32 for Pauper Geddon ran it. Yeah, that makes sense. Card's very good. I think Ricardo just concedes here. So we're going to get the score up here.
Yep.
Other way.
Oh.
Sorry about that. Sorry for the confusion. There we are.
There we are.
Perfect.
So that's game 1 goes to Carson, it looks like. And looking at Carson's sideboard, going back over it, we got 2 Thraben Charms, 2 Dust to Dust, which I think would be really good in this matchup, 1 Coalition Honor Guard, 1 Standard Standard Bearer, 1 Arms of Hadar, 2 Drown in Sorrow, 3 Cerulean Gatekeepers, 1 Obsidian Acolyte, 2 Mesmeric Fiend.
On Ricardo's side, we have the 4th Carcrack Clan Shaman, 3 Hydroblast, 2 Red Elemental Blast, 2 Pyroblast, 1 Cast Down, the 4th Cast Down, 1 Blue Elemental Blast, 3 Duress, and 2 Toxin Analysis. So I think the Duress probably comes in on
Definitely
on his side. Just try to pull the gates out of his hand. Try to pull any of the Lifelinkers out of his hand.
Well, the Duresses won't be able to pull the gates.
No.
It's yeah.
Like the
Malevolent,
Malevolent,
take all the other stuff out as well.
Yeah. So like,
All the card advantage.
it can just take all the stuff that gives Carson a lot of card advantage, lots of pull back into the game. Just pull that out of his hand. So, I still think the match, the next game is probably in Carson's favor.
I mean, he has Dust to Dust.
Yeah.
So like, if he just finds Dust to Dust,
He has to draw it, but
yeah. And then looking at
that's a
Ricardo's,
blowout.
I mean, there's not a lot of counter magic for that in Ricardo's list.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing anything at all. He says, Tony JJ 1990, Dust to Dust will cause a blowout if the Affinity player isn't running a Metallic Rebuke. He is not running Metallic Rebuke. We can confirm that.
Yeah.
And most of them are only running 1, if at all. Okay, so that's a good insight into the format there from Tony. Shout out to Tony.
Can we just pull up our Oracle text of Dust to Dust to make sure? Just so everyone else can follow what what we're saying with Dust to Dust and how it.
Alright, so Dust to Dust. 1 and 2 whites. Remove 2 target artifacts from the game. So just exile 2 target artifacts.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, that's
exile 2 target artifacts. So he can exile the lands. He can really just push him back, depending on where he needs to be in the game. So it's going to be very, very hard if he finds 1 of those Dust to Dusts. If he finds 2, I think it is definitely sealed after that. So
yeah,
great sideboard card from coming in from Carson. So
yeah, great knowledge of what the field's going to be, especially since I think we're looking at a lot of different affinity decks today.
OG Commander staple.
Yep. I mean, it can hit lands, so that will be a major blowout. We did see that.
That he was struggling with lands.
Ricardo was already struggling with lands.
Yeah, so like imagine you hit a Dust to Dust on his 2.
And
Affinity's a really popular deck. Yeah, that makes sense. Like we saw Daniel play around 1. Well, we didn't see Daniel. We saw Daniel. You didn't see Daniel.
Yeah.
But Daniel did the same thing. So yeah, potentially it is a very it's a great sideboard card for in general. So
yeah, especially with your going against Ricardo, who has no counter magic for it whatsoever in his list, neither side or main.
I don't understand where all the draw is. The deck runs 10 draw 2 cards. I don't know. He was struggling with, like, I think to get his footing in the door.
I mean, looking back at the list, does he run Thoughtcast in Ricardo's list? Yeah, he runs.
Yeah, he runs 2 Thoughtcast.
And
then 4 Deadly Disputes. And 4 Reckoner's Bargain.
And there are 2 spell bombs in there. Neil spell bombs.
Yeah, and there's 2 spell bombs in there too, so he runs a lot.
Yeah.
If I was playing white in an open field where I don't know the players, I would basically always play That's fair.
Oh, and then going into it, we've already
We're rolling right along.
Yep. So it looks like we are on turn 2. Ricardo's going to start us off, and he's immediately going to play the rat, followed up by a turn 2 gate by Carson on his side of the field, followed up by the 1/1 lifelinker cat that we got, and we're going to immediately see that duress that you're talking about. Yeah. Thraven Charm. Take the Thraben Charm.
Yep, that's it.
But we're also going to see more of the Crip Rats. And I think that's another Gate Creeper Vine, so we can find another gate. I don't know what that third card was revealed. Chromatic Star coming in.
Star, very nice.
So here's some of the draw.
Right.
So we're going to go ahead and draw something.
I think we might actually see his game plan play out. Oh, another one. Very nice.
Oh, now we're on the Value Town.
Yeah. Now he's behind. Yeah, I think Ricardo had a much better hand this game. I think
you have to discard the Crip Rats.
You have to.
You want to keep that Gate Creeper Vine.
Yeah.
So you can at least tutor another gate for you.
Mm-hmm.
What is that other card that we got there?
So I think he drew gate for turn.
Okay. So we're gonna go swing. Block one with 2/1s, trade it out, but we're gonna gain 1 life. Maybe he was hoping he didn't block.
Maybe.
I don't. Or I guess it just takes a creature off the board anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we're gonna exile. Okay. We're gonna exile a creature, so that put a creature in the yard for him, so he could exile it with the gate and then make a token.
That's the cat's effect. It
exiles
emblem? Himself. Yeah.
Okay.
It does it. Yeah. Gets the gate. Go get another card.
So
now he has 2 gates in hand. I saw him shuffling earlier, and so he has 2 lands in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So his card advantage isn't looking great so far for Carson, but we've seen him pull out, especially game 2 last round. There's a Blood Fountain. Very nice play.
The aggressor, yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
That is fair.
But we've seen 2. Okay, Blood Fountain's going to drop. We're going to immediately crack our Blood token to discard a Duress, since we know he doesn't have any more
non-land.
Non-land, non-creature, non-land, non-creature spells in hand. We're going to see a Galvanic Blast?
I think that's the Shaman.
That's the Shaman. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the Shaman. So, really good spot to be in. I think Ricardo's really, really rolling along here. He might end up being flying, hits him for 1.
Well, we have a lot of gates in hand, and if he doesn't kill Carson quick enough, it's going to be over with him just pumping up one of his tokens and giving a bunch of lifelink and coming back.
Yeah. He could also always draw Dust to Dust as well. Get rid of his all of his
Get rid of his red land. Get rid of his blue black land.
Yeah.
Just take him off mana completely.
Right. So like I again he is behind on land. So I don't think he's in a great spot right now when it comes to his lands. Mm-hmm. But I could be wrong here.
Okay, so we're gonna see
untap
that token get removed. Going back over to Ricardo's side of the field.
Taps for
another blood. Oh wow! Okay.
Wow, very nice. Swing again.
For 2.
Okay, pass.
Maybe we're setting something up. I believe 2 cards in hand for Ricardo.
3 for Carson.
Are we just gonna act? Oh, okay.
Nope,
maybe a Malevolent Rumble here, or another Gate Creeper Vine.
No, Deadly Dispute.
Okay. Let's draw some cards.
Yeah. Ooh.
Did we just see that in hand? Was that a Dust to Dust in hand?
I don't think it was Dust to Dust. It was,
okay.
It was the same card we saw last game too as well.
Oh, okay. No, it was the.
We see the Outlaw Medic.
Yep.
Outlaw Medic could come in handy here.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably not gonna die, trying to kill it. So yeah, Outlaw Medic comes down.
I think that is the core, whatever it's called. I can't think. Oh, the Skyfisher. No, Outlaw Medic. I think he has a Skyfisher in hand, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, he probably has Skyfisher in hand, and he just dropped the Outlaw Medic, so... Another Deadly Dispute.
Back-to-back Deadly Disputes for both players.
Oh, man, we can see that Deadly Dispute is really warping this format.
Treasure token. Let's go ahead and see what follow-up plays he has.
He's thinking.
Maybe we can get a Galvanic Blast going here, or are we still in? No swings.
No swings. I think he definitely attempts. Well, no, he could. The rat he has on board has flying. I don't know why he didn't attack. I think he probably wanted to keep it up just in case he wants to trade with the outlaw medic.
It does have. I guess maybe it does have flying.
It does have. I mean, maybe.
It's a yeah.
Refurbished familiar.
Yep.
That's what it was.
So we're gonna see a swing. Refurbished familiar is gonna block. We're counting up gates now. We're gonna see a treasure crack. In response, deadly dispute, so he doesn't get any lifelink. That is a really smart play.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, refurbished familiar does indeed have flying.
Oh, okay, my fault then.
Yeah, has flying. So, but very good play right there.
Image 30, that's a good card for Affinity. Yeah, an Affinity for artifacts, 2/1 flyer.
Yeah.
Pretty decent. Especially since you're so much in black now with Deadly Dispute and Blood Fountain.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Dust to Dust, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, what's he going to target?
Oh, he has a treasure token.
Oh,
there it is.
He hits 2 lands.
We just take him off black completely.
Yeah, no more black. No more
we do have access to a treasure token.
Yeah, but that'll only get you so far, especially if he has another Deadly Dispute in hand to try to...
Dot cast.
Okay.
Yeah, he can sacrifice that fountain. Well, yeah. He could.
He
doesn't have black. Well, he still has his treasure token.
Yeah. I think it's going to heavily depend on what he can get off this thought cast.
I mean, if I'm Ricardo, I'm looking at Carson's side of the field.
Oh, another land drop, but no black.
And, I mean, I'm still looking at Carson's side of the field. He has enough gates. He has a creature. He's taken me completely off black. He's put me behind so far.
Carson's still behind on cards. He only has 1 in hand, so...
But the problem is Ricardo hasn't put a dent in his life. I mean, like 3 is nothing.
3 is nothing for him. Yeah, he could turn that into a 10-point swing the other way.
Okay, so we're gonna crack the treasure
for a shaman.
Mm-hmm. Because we do have access to it. Okay.
Okay, draw for turn. I think we might be trying to pump up the medic. He usually rearranges his lands in the 3s.
Yep.
Oh, we forgot to untap the medic. Yeah, so he'll like rearrange them into 3 into 1 pile and then target the medic. Might be doing it twice.
Yep, double pump it. Let's gain some life, baby.
Yeah, and then he has to block the... took both of his creatures.
I think he activated the shaman's ability. If I remember.
Okay.
Can you pull the Oracle text for the shaman?
Yeah.
I think he sacrificed it in response, so he's still not gaining life. But you would deny the life link, but it just hurts. So, we do have black mana. We have a basic swamp. It looks like. So we do have. Dust to Dust has put us behind, but it's not taking us out of the game. And I'm unsure.
Sacrifice an artifact. Crack Clan Shaman deals 1 damage to each creature without flying.
Okay.
So it's probably how he got rid of his own 2 creatures as well.
Yep. And then, okay.
Great technical play from both players. Ricardo definitely much more in this game than he was game 1. Game 1 he was not. I never felt like he was in it at all.
No. So we have 2 mana open.
And just pumping up again, swinging.
You have to deal with this.
Yeah.
Here's something. And
and he just lets him get it. He goes down.
Oh, wow.
12. He was at 20. Goes down to 8.
Oh.
Yeah. This is those big swings we were talking about with Carson's deck.
No, it was 13. It wasn't. He just reveals all the lands.
All the lands in his hand, just concedes all the tap lands. Great game.
And yeah, we're gonna see round 3. That's gonna be game 2, going to Carson Wolf again.
Yeah, Carson Wolf doing great in this tournament so far. Definitely feels like one of the top contenders right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the rest of the match is playing out, but
do you want to do a quick interview with Carson again, just to get his thoughts on this match, or?
Yeah, we'll talk to him. He won. He earned the interview. He gave me a wolf, but he's just
With
like
the
cards.
cards.
Yeah. So we're gonna roll right on through. We're gonna go get Carson.
Yeah.
All right, we are back here with Carson. All right, so walk us through this match. We know that you kind of got a big overview of everything.
Yeah.
Just go right into the nitty gritty. What happened here?
Yeah, so this is was the affinity matchup. My opponent did, unfortunately. I think he, especially in the second match, I don't know if the stream caught it, but he had just lands in hand.
Well, he did, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was rough.
But game one, the scary part was when forget the 3 mana card that animates an artifact.
Mm-hmm.
Once you animate like an indestructible land, it's very hard to beat the affinity player. Fortunately, like the tech Rancor came in handy.
Nice.
So like I was able to trample over the indestructible creature, which was very nice.
Yeah, that was mentioned on stream. They all thought that was a very nice slick play from you.
Yes, yes. So it allowed me to get around that. Game 2, some sideboard cards came out. Dust to Dust is obviously you bring that into
huge. Yeah, we were talking about it on stream. We were like, this card comes in. If you see 1, you're likely winning. If you see 2, it's over.
Yeah.
And then you pulled him out of black in game 2, which was a really smart play, on your side, because like it definitely just kept him out of the game. No longer saw, and so he saw the basic Swamp 2 turns later. Yeah, he really had nothing. He had very good. Any other thoughts you have on the match? It was a very quick match.
So overall. Like things that come out, like prismatic strands are kind of useless against artifacts. Occasionally, it could protect you from the red based removal, because you could name red when they cast it. Yeah. But as for like fogging to get enough gates, it is something that probably needs to come out. Also, Guardians of the Guild Pack, which hasn't seen any stream action, that has protection from monocolored, so it allows it to skirt past most creatures in Pauper except for artifacts. So that came out.
Right. Okay.
And that's what the Dust to Dust came in. So
gotcha. Anything you wish you had? Any wish you to play differently? I will tell you in game 2, from my vantage point, he started playing much better. In game 1, we felt like he had no lands, he had no access to red. When he started discarding red cards on his end step, like we just felt like he was just really behind. Yeah.
Game 2, I regret trading the Sacred Cat with the familiar.
Okay.
I was getting gates on a lot faster than I thought I would. I was running out of creatures in hand. So once I start buffing the Sacred Cat, then
it's hard comeback.
Yeah. So I should have saved that Sacred Cat instead of trading it. So
fair. Yeah. I mean, we all make small plays here from time to time that aren't super optimal, but very good match, very good play. Hopefully we see you again in top 4. I think at this point we got your spot there, so hopefully we might see you in top 4. Anything else you gotta say? Last things for the stream. Carson does it again. He may be a wolf, but he's a snake with the cards. Someone's coming for you. Someone's coming for you. So
Hugh is.
Hugh is. Yeah. We're talking to you, so. All right, man. Well, hopefully we'll see you again in top 4. We'll see what's up. All right, man.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. We will be back for sure at the start of next round. We got a few minutes.
Real quick before we go, we have a couple of match results.
Yep.
Let me. Whoop. All right. So going over a couple of the match results, we saw that, of course, Carson 2-0 that one. Hugh beat Aaron 2-0. So that makes Hugh our number 3-0. That makes Aaron currently a 1-2. Cody lost to Daniel Miller. So Daniel is our 2-1 going into that. I think we saw Daniel earlier on stream on his artifacts. Brandon, that we saw earlier, has made a comeback. He was able to beat Zachary Meek 2-1. So he's our other 2-1 right now. Abe lost to Luis. And so those are both 1-2s. And then we're still waiting on our final match to be finished up. That should be coming soon to you. I think they're wrapping everything up.
Yep. And then after this match, we'll jump right into top 4.
Yes.
And then get some finals going. So hand out some prizes. So cool. Anything else you want to say right now?
No, I think we're good for right now.
All right, we'll be back in it shortly.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope you're doing well.
Yep. Sorry for the long break. We ran into time.
Yeah, and it turns for one game.
Yeah.
So do we have standings up right now?
Yeah, I have standings. So let's see. Currently, Carson, Wolf, and Hugh are tied at 9 points apiece.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Miller, Ricardo Diaz and Brandon Davis are tied at 6 points apiece.
Those are our 2-1s, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zachary Meek, Aaron Deckmar, Cody Zumeral, 8 Finch, Martin Herrera, Luis are all at 3 points apiece. Are X1s or
Gotcha.
X2s?
Yep. So we have Hugh and Carson going at it. Those are both our 3-0s.
Yep.
Apologize. We actually misspoke. There's actually going to be 5 rounds.
Yeah.
And then a cut to top 4. So what that means for us is that we have 2 more rounds of Magic that we get to watch.
Right.
And before we even get to top 4. With there being this of a smaller player pool of 11, I believe we have 11 players, 12 players.
Yeah, it was 12 total.
12 total players. We may see a little bit of a shift happen with 2 more rounds of Magic to play.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to, I think, we're not tuning into the top tables this time since we've seen a lot of Carson's deck. And we haven't seen Hugh, but we're going to go a little bit further down.
We're actually going to table 3. Brandon Davis, who we saw in round 2, and Luis Aldomovar, we haven't seen.
And Brandon is on, just a reminder, he's back on that Mono Blue Terror that he's been playing. Luis is on Soul Sisters.
Yeah,
so we're going to learn some things.
We're going to learn some things. So, educate us in the chats.
Yes.
Are Carson and Hugh drawing? No, they are not. They are playing it out.
Because I don't believe they can draw.
It's not last round, so they
it's not
cannot
last.
draw.
Yeah,
and we're cutting to top 4, so there is no intentional draws.
Yep.
They have to play it out. So they're both basically locked in. I think even if one of them drops the ball 2 times like in a row, I think mathematically they're going to be our because they're going to be 1x2.
But they may be playing for top seed since.
So yeah, they're really realistically they're playing for top seed and trying to get the highest pairing possible. So
yep. Go over to our gameplay camera and see if we're already. Yep. Oh, we're already getting started.
We're
All
going
right, beautiful.
started.
All right, so we have Brandon on the right side of your screen on the Mono Blue Terror is immediately going to. Looks like he was on the draw. He's going to play a Thought Scour and draw a card. And was that a mind? What's it called? A mental note. He's looking for that second land and he did find it. So we're going to go back over to Luis on Soul Sisters. So looking at Luis's deck, we have 4 Deadly Dispute, 4 Essence Warden, 4 Malevolent Rumble, 4 Marauding Blight Priest, 4 Midnight Guard, 4 Militia Burglar, 4
Presence of Gaunt.
Yep.
4 Soul Warden, 4 Suture Priest, and 4 Fanatical Offerings. 1 Arctic Treeline, 4 Deceptive Landscape, 3 Forests, 2 Holdout Settlements, 3 Plains, 2 Snowfield Sinkholes, 2 Swamps, 3 Woodland Chasms. So, also, shout out to Luis for having a typed up deck list. We do love that.
Yes. And we're going to see this turn 3 Cryptic Serpent coming on Brandon's side. Let me go ahead and change the score as well since this is game 1. And we're still in main board. Do we want to go ahead and pull up a couple of cards from Luis's deck? I want to know what Soul Warden does. I believe I've seen this deck before on Pauper meta, but we just want to make sure that we're not. Yeah, so it looks like he just played a Soul Warden.
Yeah, Soul Warden, whenever another creature comes into play, you gain 1 life.
Okay. So he is already down to 15 after that Cryptic Serpent swing. We're going to do a consider, probably looking for another land up the top here. So get rid of a Thought Scour. And going to tap it. Maybe we're going to see another filter spell. Yep, there's another Thought Scour. He's going to mill 2.
Lots of draws.
Oh, and he milled the land, unfortunately.
Oh, Midnight Guard and Gaunt goes infinite together. Let's look up some combos. It's basically Pauper's version of Splinter Soul in a Soul Sister shell. Very cool. Thanks for the info there, Tony. Appreciate you.
Yep, let's look that up.
Yeah.
Let's get this Oracle text going.
Midnight Guard. Good type. All right, so Midnight Guard is 2 and a white, 2/3 human soldier. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, untap Midnight Guard.
Okay.
Okay. And then Gond, which was
Presence of Gond.
Presence of Gond.
Okay. We're gonna see another Tolarian Terror enter the field from Brandon's side.
Oh, this is crazy. 2 and a green, enchantment aura, enchant creature has tap, create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token.
Wait, so we just
So he just infinitely taps and untaps himself for and
Creatures.
creatures.
And then with Soul Warden out, we gain 1 life every time.
And with Soul Warden, we gain 1 life every time. I don't know if he has anything that gives him haste.
Oh, we just saw that looks like the Midnight Guard's on the field, so he's going to gain 1 life off that with the Soul Guard. Or, yeah. Wow. Okay. And then it looks like, does he have another...
I think there's a counter. Oh, nope. Filter spell came through.
Okay.
Sends 2 lands to grave. Ooh.
It's not looking good. It looks like that Luis has most of his engine up. But Brandon's going to keep swinging. We are going to see the block. And it looks like he's going to take 5, go down to 7.
Island for turn.
Yes, yeah, you're right. Most decks can't answer Infinite Life.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we're going to go back over to Luis. We may have a quick game 1 here if he just slams down the Presence of Gone. What is that we see?
Essence Warden, maybe?
Maybe Essence Warden? Yeah. Marauding Blight Priest.
Oh, I believe that's a new card from
Oh, and we are
Foundations.
going to see, that looks like Presence of Gone come down.
Yep, Presence of Gone came down. He has a counter spell for it. Very nice.
Yep. Right. And that is going to be a boomerang. Going to go ahead and bounce. Looks like the Midnight Guard is going to bounce back to hand. So that is, since he's tapped out, he's going to also boomerang the
Yep, there it is.
Priest.
Game 1, quick and easy for
Yep.
Brandon Davis.
Because he's already down to 8.
He's
So
done-
yeah, he
yeah.
just swings on the crackback.
Swings out.
All right. Brandon is not messing around from what we saw him in round 1.
Nope.
So let's look at these sideboards again. So for going back to Brandon's sideboard, we have 3 Blue Elemental Blasts, 2 Echoing Truths, 3 Fadeaways, 2 Hydroblasts, 2 Murmuring Mystics, and 3 Still Sabotages. And then,
Luis has 4 Harrow, 4 Journey to Nowhere, 4 Prismatic Strands, 3 Weather Storm. So that Prismatic Strand is probably coming in.
yeah, he's got a full playset of it.
Yeah, so it's probably all coming in. Just to stop that combat damage, take out blue.
I think we see Echoing Truth come in for Brandon to bounce the combo pieces back to hand.
That'd be smart. If he goes to like do it and he just bounces back the Midnight Guard, should just basically be over and just allow him to control the board. Yeah, Boomerang is a great card. We also love
I mean, especially when you have such big beaters on the field, you
Yeah.
just bounce everything back and like, okay, I'm gonna beat you down on the crackback.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean,
Hopefully we don't see that quick of a game.
I think that I want to say that was for round 1. Luis was on the play, so
Yeah, so
it's not going to get much better for Luis as far as like tempoing
yeah,
than that.
right. That might be like a peak thing. We just thought his deck was cool, and that's why we decided to give it the feature.
The problem is that, I mean, it's kind of crazy that on Brandon's side of the field that we had 2 back-to-back boomerangs and a
That was
counter.
crazy.
Yeah, and it's like,
Oh, I think we might have split a sleeve here.
oh, that sucks. Okay, let's talk about this. What is your go-to sleeve? What
right.
sleeves do you? I have a lot of opinions on this, but go ahead.
All right. So my go-to sleeve. Now, mind you, I am an ex-Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Okay, so we're already
So I
going
can't-
down on the.
So I can't read.
Okay.
All right? So I am a big fan of Dragon Shield Classics.
Dragon Shield Classics. Okay.
Yeah. So the slippery gloss back, gloss.
The
gloss
slippery
front.
one, you don't want to keep your deck on the field, is what you think. You want it just slipping all over the table.
All right. So no, I am a fan of. At first, when you first get them, they are rough.
Yeah.
Like it's got spills everywhere. Not the greatest feeling. Yes, so funny 97.
That is quite a name.
Quite the name there.
But we're glad you're here and that you're rooting for Luis.
That's right. We love you anyway.
All right, so Luis is going to go ahead and start off with land. Or I'm sorry, it's not land. What is that? A tutor spell? Oh no, it's a crack. It's a fetch land.
Fetch land.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right, so they're my favorite because they, one, I like high rarity cards. So I like showing them off. But I actually hate sleeves with a matte back because when you shuffle them, the dirt gets in between the cracks.
Okay.
And they don't last as long.
Gotcha.
Whereas on those slippery sleeves, like, yeah, they might not, like, once they're, like, worked in and they, like, hold themselves together and they grip each other, it's cool. And they also don't hold dirt, and you can just wipe it off. Like, I've literally used, like, one set of, like, 100-card sleeves for a commander deck for, like, a year.
Wow.
Because, like, you unsleeve your deck, you wipe them off with, like, a little bit of water, just something light, nothing too heavy or anything like that, and then you just put them back in, and you're done.
I prefer Dragon Shield mats, white only.
Of course, white's the only color.
Yeah, I can't play any of the duels because they split too much. Because when I shuffle, I'm shuffling, man.
Yeah.
Like when I'm stress shuffling, I'm doing something where I'm gonna crack a sleeve or gonna get it dirtied up. Usually after RC, black mats only for So it's blacks are pretty good too.
We can deal with the blacks, but I prefer white. It goes with the matte.
Just don't clip that out of. That sounds really bad out of context.
Please nobody clip that. Please nobody clip that. I swear, I'm not being mean.
So I tried katanas. I tried heavy plays. I tried the ultra pros. I don't know what it is. Katanas are too short for me. Heavy plays. I broke a whole like pack of sleeves in one go, like just shuffling.
Yeah. So now here's the other reason why being the ex-Yu-Gi-Oh player has some context for me. Some of my favorite sleeves ever. And Thomas, I'm shouting at you right now. You already know. Player's Choice Whites. Those were the sleeves on Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh, okay.
Now, the closest I've ever gotten on standard size cards is the Dragon Shield Whites. I do like katanas though. I typically play my standard deck in katanas because I switch those out a little bit more often.
Yeah.
But commander decks, any other thing that like I don't play as often. I have some old format, Time Wizard format Yu-Gi-Oh decks as well that I keep in Dragon Shield Classics.
Okay, wait a second. Sorry to interrupt, but what is going on here? So I agree with Luis. The slippery of the classics are way too slippery.
Yeah.
So what is this creature we have? Is this Essence Warden that we have on the field?
No, maybe.
We'll have to see. Or is it?
Yeah, we kind of just.
I mean, I've been watching the match.
No, Essence Warden's a green card.
What about Militia Burglar? I think is what we're looking at.
Ultra Pro mats? Never. I will never use an Ultra Pro sleeve in my life ever again.
So this is looking rough on Brandon's side table. He has no creatures.
Maybe.
No, that's not. It's not Militia Burglar.
Oh, Militia Burglar just came down.
Oh, okay. Militia Burglar just came down.
Okay, well, tell your friend who swears by Ultra Pro mats that he's wrong. He just wrong. Luis off to a good start. 3 creatures to none. I don't know how.
Suture Priest. That's what's on the
Priest.
That's what we're seeing.
Okay.
2-drop, 1 and a white. Whenever a creature enters a battlefield under your control, you may gain 1 life. When a creature enters a battlefield under your opponent's control, you may have that player lose 1 life.
Okay, so
Soul
Warden, similar effect.
But we're basically
effect.
Bolting our opponent with 3 of them out on the field.
Yeah.
But this has just been a very rough start. Yep.
Ooh,
so we're gonna take
terror.
3, go down to 12.
Terror.
Are we missing a trigger here? Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Here we
yeah,
go. Here we
there
go.
it is.
So you're taking 6, going down to 9 for those 2 big boys.
Wow.
You gotta pay a lot.
Yeah.
So if we're on Luis's side of the field, we're low on lands.
Yeah.
We had the tempo. We just lost the tempo swing immediately with that.
Yeah. Only 3 lands.
But we do have this crazy engine of like I'm gaining 3 life and you're losing 3 life every time a creature enters.
Yeah, and 26 to 9. It's he can just let it go. Like
he's taking 11 here, going down to 15.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
no,
don't do it! Don't do it!
No.
We need. Okay, now we're just shocking our opponent.
We are.
So
Not as good as bolting.
It is not.
Tony, yeah, Player's Choice did not last very long, but when I would go to like YCSs and big tournaments like that, I was changing sleeves every. Oh my god, Jesus!
Here we go.
Every 3 rounds. So about every 9 games of Yu-Gi-Oh, I would change sleeves anyway. I used to spend like $100 for a big like 2-day tournament like that, just on sleeves. It was just a way to keep them fresh and just keep them going. But yeah, you're right. Player's Choice did kind of go. Didn't last very long.
Just gonna bounce 2.
Bounce 2, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is the one that bounces everything.
Everything
with the same name.
Oh, and then he just killed the other one. Bounced the other one. Oh, bounced everything. He had good tempo there, and he was bolting his opponent, but
Now you're taking 11.
yeah.
Oh man, this
Great.
is looking rough for Luis.
Yeah.
But if he's so it's a 2-drop, so he can only play even if he gets a land. So we're going to see a brainstorm on Brandon's side of the field. If he gets a white source active, then we can see 2 Suture Priests come back out. He gains effectively he only gains 1 life on that trigger, so we go back up to 13.
Yeah. He's still in danger here.
Yeah, he needs to find a way to deal with one of these creatures, which I mean obviously Victorian Terror has like Ward 4, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That does look like a land, but it's a green land, or I can't see what's in his hand currently. So that is the Militia Burglar coming down for 3. Any bounce land, any boomerang, anything on Brandon's side of the field
Might just be.
but we're gonna go to his turn.
Okay. Yeah, KMCs are great. That was the only matte sleeve I've ever liked. But yeah, when they switched to their production company, they were bad. I had miscut sleeves, sleeves that were too tight, all around just a bad experience. So yeah, definitely feel that.
So we're going down to 1.
Does he have it?
Okay, we have a white source.
We have a white source.
We can throw 2 of the Suture Priests out.
Sword and.
Okay.
Oh! He has it. He has it.
Oh, and okay. No, the
He has
boomerang.
the bounce. No.
Oh, I wish we would have got to.
That would have been
Okay,
so
okay,
cool.
we're still in this. Oh no, never
nope,
mind. All the boomerangs in his hand. That is probably going to wrap it up for this.
Yeah, he's just.
There's the handshake. That was
handshake.
such a. Oh, I wish we would have got to see that as
the whole combo.
the whole infinite combo. We were so close, but he did have that double boomerang.
Yeah.
That was. I'm sorry if a mic peaked on stream. We got a little too excited.
Yeah, we thought we had it.
Just laid it out right there. But yeah, that was super unfortunate for Luis. But we're happy he's in the tournament. I'm happy to just see the deck.
Yeah.
It's a really cool deck with Soul Sisters.
Yeah, I love creative. Anything creative, anything cool like this, we love it. So
Yeah, I think it did have a chance. Pretend I said something funny in support over Brandon. I will.
Yeah, we will. Between the boomerang and Luis being landlocked, he didn't have.
Yeah, that was rough.
It was very difficult.
I think with Brandon's style of deck, you can filter through your cards really quickly. You can stutter a little bit on lands.
Yeah.
Luis's side of the field, if
Like,
you're running such a slow combo,
It needs to be perfect.
we need to hit lands every time.
Yeah. You almost want to take those like 5 land hands just because like.
Oh
there's no
yeah,
other
you're gonna
way to
draw
do
into
it.
your combo.
Yeah.
And just I need that. Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna try to get Brandon in here for a little talk about
Yeah, we haven't interviewed Brandon.
We
today.
haven't interviewed
No.
him. We
So I'm gonna go back to the booth real quick. We can
Yeah.
grab Brandon.
So drop your favorite. Some of you guys haven't dropped your favorite sleeves in the chat. Drop them in there.
Yep.
All right. Now, controversial question:
Okay.
cloth mat or rubber mat?
Cloth mat or rubber mat? I would say rubber mat.
Oh, cloth guy all the way.
Cloth, really?
I love cloth mats.
Stitched or non-stitched?
I could go either way on this. I have like one of the Spellground V7s that wasn't stitched,
Okay.
and I really love it. So like, I think if someone was really unknowing of like Spellgrounds and stuff, I could be like, yeah, this is a V1. This is the original like silver.
Yeah.
But it's because it just is what it is. If they don't know, obviously most people who buy Spellgrounds are great. But yeah, nice Spellgrounds are way better. I just love the feel of the cloth mat. They just like, they're the best. I love fanning out your graveyard or your hand or anything like that, or your lands.
Yeah. I think I have a really nice signed rubber mat, like Murktide and signed and everything, and it's like it's stitched and everything's like perfect on it. It's like this is just my go-to mat. This is my RCQ grinding mat. This is like I ran into the problem I think a lot of times of I have 15 playmats and I'm one person. I'm never going to be playing with more than one play at a time.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I have maybe 4 cloth playmats. I've given cloth playmats away because I don't play that.
Yeah.
I have one on my desk that I keep for like spell table or anything like that, or just like messing with decks. And then I have one in my backpack that I just keep on at all times. So, yeah.
All right, let me go grab Brandon real quick. We're going to do a quick interview because I don't believe we've gotten him in the booth yet.
Yeah,
that was the end of round 4, I believe.
Yep. End of round 4. We should have a little bit more on time if I had to guess. I have 5 playmats rolled in my room, 1 cloth meta mat. That felt like shit and I can't flip on anyone. Yeah, oh man, when those meta mats came out, everyone was so hyped about them. I remember like someone brought them in and was like playing with them and they look really nice. They have like this really good like art style to them. I really love the way they look. I would love to hang one, but I can't play on those. Like all the corners would catch.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I got you.
So, something's happening here, but yeah, drop your favorite mat companies in the chat. Drop your favorites sleeves in the chat. Let's see what other like controversial things.
We're gonna grab Luis.
Okay.
Yeah, talk a little bit about his deck. Come on in.
Okay.
Oh,
What's
a
up,
little
Luis?
crowded here.
Yeah, it is a little crowded. All right, so we're working on the fly here. So,
that's fine.
Luis, grab a seat. So we're actually grabbing Luis here.
I look crazy.
Nah, not at all.
What's up?
What's up? Say hi to the chat.
What up, chat?
Yeah. All right. So talk to me about your deck. We saw the combo. We looked through it. The chat let us know what's up. But tell us about it. Tell us why you like it. Tell us like.
Honestly, I just saw Soul Sisters and I was like, I want to gain a shit ton of life. My bad.
No, you're good, bro. You're good.
And this is the best way to do it, I guess you can say.
That's
and
right.
it's kind of home. I just tweaking it still.
Snow Bunny 97 says hi, baby.
Hi. that's the wifey.
That's the wife. Hey,
wifey.
shout out to the wifey.
Wifey, I love you. Honestly, I'm still tweaking. I'm working on the mana base that's getting screwed. But it's pretty fun when it gets going.
Yeah.
And when people play creatures, they just...
Yeah, no. Well, what we noticed is that we got to the point where you were about to hit the combo on him twice. And both times he had it. So sometimes they got it. You just got to live with it. But we did notice that like you were locked out of your mana for a little bit. That is going to be a tweaking point. But that deck is so low costing. I was doing so much with just 3. Yeah,
so
you were.
Imagine if I had more.
You were bolting him every time he summoned 2 creatures and that was 9. Was it 6 life?
It was 9 life.
9 life.
It went down to like 7. So
yeah, so
I was so close, but Brandon's got that blue deck. So
yeah, man, those blue decks are rough. They always have whenever they have open mana, you're just like, man, I just know something's coming.
I had it into my opening hand the whole combo too, but I was like, he's playing blue.
Yeah, I also
so
noticed...
I have to like kind of bait him with the dumb ones that he thinks is gonna do things until I can get to it.
Right. I also noticed that like a lot of your cards are just 4-ups.
Yeah.
Like that just probably makes deck building super easy.
Yeah, it's
Because like there's no ratios.
No,
you
no.
just want to draw these cards, and you want to draw any variation of these cards all the time.
Yep.
Yeah. So
It's straight to the focus.
yeah.
It's gain a lot of life, and
Ping
because you gain them, you're pinging them,
And,
and you just keep pinging them. So I have 2 pings. I have a white and a black ping.
mm-hmm.
The priest, they're both priests.
Mm-hmm.
The black one, it's more fun. It's more expensive for it, but
Mm-hmm.
the white one does a good job. But that only affects when they're playing creatures.
Right.
So if I'm playing against a deck that's just no creatures, it doesn't really do too much.
Right. So any changes, like obviously you've been through 3 rounds of or 4 rounds of Magic today. Any changes that you foresee yourself making?
Honestly, tweaking the mana base a little bit more.
Okay.
I think the deck's pretty strong.
Okay.
But once
Do you want to go more lands, less lands? Like obviously you don't want to go that many tap lands.
I don't
either.
want, yeah, it's the tap lands.
Yeah, I don't love tap lands.
Tap lands suck sometimes.
I think they suck.
It
all
just
the time.
makes you. I'm supposed to be fast. It's making me slower.
Yeah. Right.
But we have to because I play 3 colors.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
you kind of need the duels, and a lot
Yeah.
of tools don't have come in untapped.
Yeah, not in Pauper at least.
Honestly, it's just my lands. I think the deck itself, all the cards, I got it down tweaked pretty
Okay.
well. It's just the lands I gotta work on.
Okay. Any like anything that overperformed that you really like?
Actually, the priest did pretty well today.
Yeah, Priest has been
Priest has been killing it today.
Yeah,
I seen that. But
especially in multiples, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially in multiples, it starts to just build up.
Start
and
stacking the abilities.
yeah, so very cool. Did you not have Soul Ring?
It's a different format that's not playable in this stand.
Yeah. So,
But yes, I love my soul rings.
very cool. So, all right. Well, we talked. I think you and I talked like before the event a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you're more of a casual player.
Yeah, when I try to play when I can.
Yeah.
Because I work a lot. I work
Mhm.
construction, so I'm doing 60 to 55 hours a week. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
try to come out when I can.
Yeah.
But I try to make it to Gameosaurus on Tuesdays to play Pauper.
Every man, Gameosaurus represent.
But hey, you gotta. I even got their life pad. That's how I was keeping my track of my life.
Yeah, there you go. Cool,
but-
man. Anything you want to talk about? Shout out.
Just shout out the Magic community. Just
Shout out Magic Community.
Yeah,
Sounds
like,
good.
just keep
Is this your
being
first
there.
time here?
yes, it is my first time here.
Very
This is
cool.
actually a pretty nice store.
Very
I
cool.
actually want to come back to bring my kid
Yeah.
so that he can come shopping. It's not gonna be great on my pockets, but
No, never.
it's definitely a great show. It has a lot of comics, action figures, and a lot of. It's a big store.
Do Gunplas too.
Ooh,
Yeah, we got like some Digimon buildables that you got.
I like Digimon,
Yeah.
but
you
the
like-
classic ones, not the.
I have a Black War Greymon I'm building. Haven't built it
Ooh.
yet. Like the black. Black War Greymon. Black Air Force Greymon.
See, my favorite is the one that they turn into the Digimon.
Oh, Omnimon.
Yeah, like they have the cards and they turn their whole body turns into Digimons.
Yeah.
But
That one.
I still love the original, but that's still my favorite Digimon.
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. Tamers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tamers is good, though. We do love some good Tamers. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff here. We enjoy the store. So, yeah, man. Thank you for talking to us about your deck. We really appreciate it. Hopefully, we see you back here. We're gonna definitely do some more Pauper
I'm
tournaments.
definitely gonna be tweaking. Hopefully, I get
Yeah.
top 4 next time.
Yeah, there you go.
This is definitely my favorite.
Your
And I built it
mother-in-law says
myself.
hi.
Oh, hi.
All right, guys. We're gonna take a short break here.
Go to gameplay. We have another match.
We have another match set up. We're gonna go right to the gameplay camera.
Okay.
Oh, who do we got here? I think we have Aaron. I don't know who. We have 2 coiling oracles on
Aaron on right.
Aaron on the right. Who's on the right?
Martin.
Martin. Okay, Martin. So I believe we have seen Martin.
We have not seen Martin on stream.
Oh no, we saw Martin on screen.
We saw it in person.
We saw it in person, right? Martin also has a really cool deck. He's doing a lot of cool stuff with it. Let's pull up some lists here.
Yes. Here's Aaron's.
Okay, Aaron.
And I got Martin's right here.
All right, so Aaron. What is Aaron playing? He told me.
He's playing like a black-white life gain deck, from what I understand.
He called it Pestilence.
Okay.
So he called it Pestilence, 4 Guardian of the Guild Pack, 3 Thorn of the Black Rose, 4 Pilfer, 2 Chainer's Edict,
Mm-hmm.
1 Diabolic Edict, 1 Extractive Confession, 4 Prismatic Talismans, 4 Pestilence, 4 Night's Whisper, 4 Cast Down, 1 Read the Bones, 2. This is a handwritten one.
Yeah,
This is a rough one. Okay, I see what he's trying to. Bajuka Bog in here just for funds. Okay, I like it.
And then Martin, we have on a, I believe it was a initiative deck. It's a
Yeah,
green-
he's on an initiative deck.
So we got 3 Arboreal Grazers, 2 Avenging Hunters. It looks like.
He called it Bant Initiative.
Okay, it was Bennett Initiative.
Yeah, Bant Initiative. So.
We got 3 Mold Drifters, 3 Goliath Paladins, 1 Stonehorn Dignitary. I think that's a Preordain. Yeah, 2 Preordains, 2 Temporal Springs, 3 Brainstorms, 3 Counterspells, 3 Ephemerates, 2 Last Breath, 1 Pulse of Marusa, 1 Snap, 1 Tangle. Then going into the lands, it looks like. I think. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed a couple. I believe that's a Gilling Oracle, and Archnomancer. Sorry, that was a handwritten deck list. It's a little rough to see, but we do have a lot of creatures. We got a lot of permanents on board.
Yeah, we do. Shout out to Lasco, keeping us straight.
Yep.
Pestilence. So Aaron's he's our resident deck builder over here at Team Gravity. He builds all our decks.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how you feel about that.
He does not. Oh, I actually no. Wait, I realized he does not build all the decks.
He is Aaron, the deck master. Deckmar.
You know, I don't know why this running joke has started of Aaron helping me put 1 card in my deck, and then he's built the deck apparently.
He built the deck. He is Aaron, the deck master. Deckmar. Put some respect on his name.
You also get a ton of life, so the pestilence kills your opponent before it kills you.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
We see.
I believe that's 2 talismans.
Yeah.
That we have on Aaron's side of the field that just gain him life.
Yeah. I think he left one here. Yeah. Pristine Talisman.
Yep. Which is just add 1 to your mana pool, gain 1 life. I don't. So we're getting some tokens out.
It's Aaron's pet deck. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It definitely is. He does have those. He loves his Pestilence. Whenever Aaron really likes a deck, he just plays it a lot. So we got some stuff happening.
Yep. So I'm gonna do us a favor and take a picture of that dungeon.
Yeah.
That he keeps journeying into.
Oh yeah, because he does some cool stuff with that dungeon. We really do like this. No, Lasco, we want you to come by. What do you mean? Next time you're missing cards, hit up the chat. We'll get you cards. We can get you cards. What's the removal look like in the Bant deck? Let's see. What's the removal look like in this?
We got Snap. That's not really removal. We get we got a lot of counter. We got 3 counter spells. Ephemerate. Tangle. I'm not entirely sure what Tangle does.
Last Breath. Don't know what that does either. But nobody in the Discord server had what I needed. Pain. All right, so. Oh. We are journeying. So I think he just goaded a creature.
Yeah, but Undercity's dungeon
We're
is
in
what
the
we have.
Undercity dungeon. That is the what we are doing. Tangle is a fog. Oh, then yeah, I don't know if he has much removal in his Bant deck then.
Yeah.
I know Ephemerate's a big part of his combo. Oh, and he just cast down the Ephemerate target. Okay, so he has 1 Last Breath, and that's basically the only, or 2 Last Breath. That might be his only removal in his deck.
The list seems more like just geared to
like go through
putting out as many creatures as possible and doing the combo.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in this matchup, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, you're not wrong.
And then what does the... Do we know what the creature on board is for Aaron? That's a big one.
Guardian of the Guild Pact, I think.
Oh, okay. Protection from monocolored.
Yeah.
Give us stats on that. And then...
That probably doesn't do very much in this. Well, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. Because he had to put the counters on...
Well, Guardian does stuff with Pestilence, so, like, I suppose it's valid.
Oh, yeah.
To, like, have it. Thumbs up to the chat, always. Love you guys. Keep it coming. Please tell us how garbage we are at this commentating stuff.
I feel... No, we're learning.
Yeah,
we're getting
learning.
better at Pauper.
And, like, we were very honest with you guys up front as well. Like, hey, guys, we don't know what we're talking about here. Please guide us through. And you guys are doing a great job, so...
Yeah. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
For tuning in, watching some awesome Pauper content, helping us figure out what Pauper is.
Yeah. Do you want to throw up a poll? See the next tournament?
Yeah, we can throw up a poll after.
We'll
Yeah.
throw up a poll. Throw up a poll in between rounds. See what people want to play. Want to see next. Maybe I know we're seeing Legacy next week. If you guys don't know, Legacy tournament. We're gonna be live. Me and Dakota again in the booth.
We know Legacy. We don't know Pauper, so
Right.
you're gonna get a lot more color commentary from us.
The actual commentary itself is largely pretty good. Y'all just don't have the format knowledge.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lasco. Appreciate that.
I know a Boreal Grazer. I know that's on the field.
Is that a standard card? You only know standard cards.
No. But I don't only know standard cards. That's a modern card.
Okay.
That was in Nadu.
The running joke is that that Dakota only plays standard cards because his commander deck is almost all standard cards.
Oh, I currently have, I think my highest at one point was 13 standard decks built and like actually meta checked and like meta like sideboarded and everything good. So I love standard. I love.
You had 16 Cavern of Souls?
Yes, I have 20.
He has 20.
I was running 5-color humans.
If you don't have a Cavern of Souls, just know that Dakota's the reason why.
I'm sitting on a frame of all of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a lot of Cavern of Souls. Those are very hard to come across.
He's the reason they're $30.
I am the reason. It's just a good card too. It's a modern playable card if you're playing Merfolk or any other creature. I mean, you can play in a Pioneer as well. It's overall a good card.
Yeah, it's a great card. We do love Cavern of Souls.
But yeah, I do have a lot of standard. I just love standard. I've invested a lot in standard, and I have a modern deck here and there. But yeah, that's why most of my commander decks are standard deck or standard cards that I have that are multiples or just rotated out standard cards. Because I don't have anything else to do with them.
Yeah.
So
That's
might as
very
well put
fair.
them somewhere. Oh, we have a Mold Drifter that hit the field for Martin on his side of the
Yeah,
field.
and then I think he hit it with Ephemerate.
Ooh.
Or he hit something with Ephemerate because it's exiled.
Does
Ephemerate's a great card. Played that in Traxa. It's
What?
my ooh.
oh, are we venturing into the dungeon? Is this the dungeon one?
I think this might be what the dungeon one is.
We can look it
This
up real quick.
this dungeon thing is not very great. Yeah, Throne of the Dead 3. Reveal the top 10 cards of your library. Put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield with 3+1/1 counters on it. It gains hexproof until your next turn, then shuffle.
Oh, he didn't hit it though.
He did whiffed.
We love to see it.
I'm just going to let you know right now that I'm going to tell him how hard you're roasting him for missing that. Like, you went in on him.
Doesn't Mold Drifter have Annihilator?
No. Maul Drifter just like draw 2 cards. It has Invoke,
Oh,
where
Evoke,
like
okay.
you play it and then you
I don't know why I thought I had. What am I thinking of? That is it Mold Drifter that has Annihilator?
there's a Eldrazi card that came
Yeah.
out in MH3
Okay.
that has that's Null Drifter.
Yeah, I'm getting them confused.
That is not a common apparently.
I'm sorry.
I want nothing but the worst for the Guardian of the Guild.
Don't hurt Aaron.
We love again. He's the guy that builds all of our decks. He's the reason we build decks. You want him to lose.
Oh wait, he just can't block because they're both mono. Is that how that works? He has protection from mono color.
Well, I think the Mold Drifter is flying.
Well, yeah, but he has protection from mono color.
Then maybe. Carson builds all of my decks. Ah, fair. Carson's a great deck builder. I've noticed that like all of his decks are his deck is very well tuned. So like this is my first time meeting him, but he's very well tuned, and his side deck is still very well tuned. And usually that's a sign of a very good player is when your sideboards are well made. Anyone can almost always just make a main deck to like play, but like having the right amount of cards to side in each matchup is very can be the difficult part sometimes. And I think it's the difference between a great player and a good player.
Okay, so we're tapping a lot of mana here.
Yeah, I don't know what it's coming down on.
Is it 2-drop? Is it Chainer's Edict?
Maybe.
I think that's Chainer's Edict. What does Chainer's Edict do? I know. I think. Avengers.
Envikar's Justice. And oh god, I spelled it with a B.
That's just gonna wipe the board.
Sorcery.
Buyback. So he was
buying it back. Deals 3 damage to each creature. Deals 2 damage to each creature and player. Oh, so.
Oh, but it doesn't hit the Guardian because it's protection from monocolor.
Protection from monocolor.
I'm starting to see why this is. Why we don't like Guardian of the Guild pack.
Right. I'm starting to understand why you guys hate Aaron.
Well, we don't hate Aaron.
We don't. No. We don't. You're right. We don't hate Aaron. Yeah, we hate Aaron's deck.
Yes, he's doing a lot of hand movements.
Yeah, he does that. He talks with his hand. Yeah, it's the buyback on it that's so crucial. Yeah, you're right. This is a big play right there. I don't.
We don't hate Aaron. We're just gonna beat him up in the park.
I hate Pestilence. Very fair. I respect that. Good multicolor spells are very rare and common. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
a lot of them are.
I can't think of any off the top of my head. Oh, he has 3 talismans out too.
Yeah, so he's getting a lot of life.
Oh man.
Oh, smack.
Down to 7.
Yep.
This just feels bad.
Oh, thought we were about to get dead board. Oh no, that's just Arena. Ignore me. We will never ignore you.
Is that another?
Yep, that's another one.
So we're just it deals 2 damage to player. Yeah. So we're just trying to race him down now. I'm sure that Aaron has something back in his hand.
Do you know if Aaron's winning, or what's the match at?
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
I think we're about to see the end of this match, and then I'll go check.
Okay, because I don't know if they were. I didn't know if this was like a game 2. I know Luis and Daniel, the other player.
Oh, it was
David?
Brandon.
Brandon.
It was Brandon on Mono Blue Terror.
I know they finished quite quickly.
Yeah, it was like 20 minutes in, I believe they finished. Swing
What's
for 4.
the green card next to counterspell? Is that Glistener's Elf? The green card next to counterspell. I don't know. There is quite a big glare. And I can't see his hand.
I'm gonna go check real quick with game match and everything.
Yeah, we're gonna go check see where they're at. Nope, it's the spell he just cast. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't have Glistener's Elf in his hand, so. Ooh, I think he just. We got stuff happening here. I think we're seeing a concession of sorts. Maybe. We got stuff happening. Oh, that glare. It's so bad. Oh yeah, I think we're seeing a sort of concession.
That was 2-0 Aaron.
That was 2-0 Aaron. All right, well now we got to get Aaron in here.
Oh, okay. And it was Declaimer and Arboreal Grazer were the 2 green spells.
Okay. Yeah, if you wanna. All right, so we're gonna try to get Aaron in here, get him in the booth, talk about his deck and whatnot. So, Pestilence, and I'm sure you guys love Aaron, so we'll try to get him in here. I don't know how much time we have left or anything like that, but we want to just keep as much of the stream going as possible till the end. So, he's okay. No, he's not okay. He's great. Again, he builds all our decks. All right. I have a question for the chat that I'd like to throw out there for you guys. What do you use to carry your card game needs to locals? Are you the toolbox guy? Are you just a backpack? I know like the side bag things that are like on a strap that are like a suitcase type of thing coming in. Oh, we got him here. All right, let's switch it over to the booth cam. Booth cam. Let's go. All right, so what's up? How was your match?
Match was good. I'm really good in the mid range.
You're really good in the mid range.
Against mid range, I just kind of lock it up really easy.
Okay. All right. So, you're being told by the chat to get a new Pauper deck.
No, never.
Never. They said it's
literally never.
It's your pet deck.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. How much do you love Pestilence?
Not very much.
Oh, not very much.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sweet deck, but I don't know. It just feels wrong to get rid of it more so than I feel more attached to it than I am. I love it. You know?
Okay. All right. So
it's like family.
What do you like about it?
I mean, I get to play old cards.
Okay.
I get to play a lot of old cards, a lot of old border cards. Get the betas out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's novel playing the card Pestilence, which was one of the first cards I owned.
Okay. Little sentimental reasons. And it just like you get to play True Name Nemesis, which is also like playing Legacy, because nobody can interact with Guardian of the Guild Pact. Okay.
Unless they're an artifact deck, in which case I lose, like I lost in round 1.
Right. Of course. Right. Naturally. Yeah. All right. So we didn't see that was game 2 we saw. Like we.
Yeah, you didn't see game 1.
We didn't see game 1. I assume you just.
Game 1 went very similarly. I clear the board, play Guardian of the Guild Pact, take the initiative. The initiative's like one of the most broken mechanics of all time.
I agree.
And I won the game.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. So, in game 2, pretty much same thing happened?
Same thing happened, except game 2 I found the pristine talismans, so it was like...
Yeah.
Even his 1/1's like, even the little bit he was getting in wasn't going anywhere. I was sitting around that like 17 to 20 range the whole time.
Yeah, okay. Very cool. Alright, so, since we got you here, we told the story about how you build all our decks.
I build what? Oh, yeah. I discovered artist talent, actually.
Yeah.
The card's artist talent.
Yeah. He builds all our decks, so...
I'm the guy.
Yeah, he is the reason why we all have playable decks. What's the next brew coming in?
Well, it's for Modern, actually.
It's for Modern? Okay.
Bant Soul Herder. So I'm
Soul
playing it on Monday.
Okay. Now, is this pre or post potential One Ring ban?
It is not including the One Ring.
Okay.
But...
Round's finished.
Okay.
It will be before the ban, so I have to account for that.
Okay.
Playing some collector roofs, you know.
Okay. All right. We do love collector roof.
Yeah.
He's our favorite roof. Cool. So
I like the one from Ice Age. It doesn't do anything particularly good. I don't remember what it's called, but it's
okay. All right.
that's my favorite.
Yeah. Get a new Pauper deck.
Brown Oof. It might be brown. It's something like that.
Get a new Pauper deck. We'd love to see you play something else. No, you need to brew something.
I've only ever played that one Pauper deck, and I will continue to do so.
We'll never do anything else. All right.
Yeah, once I have a negative record in an event, I'll stop playing that deck. That's what I said.
Valid.
I said that several years ago.
Okay.
I'm still playing the deck.
Valid. So, all right, cool. Legacy. You gonna preview Legacy next week?
Sure. I don't know what I'm playing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, why not?
Cause there's stuff I haven't decided how like serious I want to be about it, like how competitive I want of a deck. If I just play some crazy stuff.
Okay.
There's a lot of crazy stuff you can play.
There's a lot of crazy stuff. It's Legacy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, stay tuned. You'll have to tune in. So next round's over. I let Aaron go because he is our judge for today. So yes, he's playing. He said, Lasco says play Mystic Forge.
Probably. If I'm serious, that's what I'm playing.
Okay. You heard it here first. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back in just a bit. All right, so we are back. We are going to have the only player who hasn't been featured today. It's going to be Hugh. He's playing Brandon Davis again. Let's see. So Brandon, as we know, he's on Blue Terror. Hugh is also on Blue Fairies. So I believe these guys are good buddies. They kind of came in together. They have very similar like accolades in terms of like how long they've been playing and things like that. So yeah, I think they're trying to figure all their stuff out here. I believe we have Hugh on the left, Brandon on the right. I believe that's what we got. So let's see. We're just gonna do the thing here for a little bit.
Hugh on the left.
Hugh on the left.
Brandon
on the right. Okay.
Do we know what Hugh was playing?
Yeah, he's playing Mono Blue Fairies, so we're gonna see a lot of Mono Blue.
Oh, you're playing. It's a mirror.
It's not really. Well, one's playing Terror, one's playing Fairies. So.
Oh, okay.
So. The small archetype changes. Hopefully, we don't lose every viewer we have because of Mono Blue.
No, it should be fine.
Yeah, we should be good. So it should be good. Let's pull up their list here. We have Brandon's list out.
Yep, here's Brandon's. I think Brandon's gonna have to. He doesn't have any reach. I guess Delver is a reach creature, or I guess it has have flying once it flips. But the problem is that Terror and Serpent don't have reach.
Yeah. So Hugh is on. I think I've played against Hugh because the way he does his rock paper scissors thing.
Yeah.
Hugh's list is 4 Brine Barrow Intruder, 4 Counterspell, 1 Echoing Truth, 4 Fairy Miscreant, 4 Fairy Seer, 2 Force Pike, 4 Moon Circuit Hacker, 4 Ninja of the Deep Hours, 4 of One Mind, 3 Snap, 2 Snap Master Sprite, 2 Spell Piercer, 4 Spell Stutter Spirit, and 18 Islands.
Nice. Simple list.
Yeah, easy.
I believe Moon Circuit Hacker, is that a ninjutsu creature? So he swings in with a flying creature and ninjutsus it out?
That's a great strategy. It's my strategy in Standard at the time.
I may be just talking, but I'm pretty sure that's a common from Kamigawa? Maybe. If I'm misremembering.
Let's see, Moon. Yeah, it is. Ninjutsu for a blue. Whenever Moon Circuit Hacker deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. If you do discard a card, unless Moon Circuit Hacker entered the battlefield this turn. Very cool. So just draw a card.
So it's just card positive.
Damage. Yeah.
Okay. What's the stats on it?
2/1. So it's gonna deal 2 damage for 1 basically. So it's a very good ninjutsu creature.
Yeah. So I think this matchup is gonna heavily rely on Boomerang, and if he can actually know if Brandon can time his boomerangs right, and understand of like. It also, I mean, since we're also seeing that Hugh is on the play, so he already has a little bit of a tempo boost. I think we're going to immediately see probably a 1-drop fairy come down. He does have a Delver turn 1, though, which is going to help. Took 1, so now we're going to have a trigger. Does it flip? It does flip, so now we have a 3/3 flyer that can block, which helps out a lot in this matchup.
To pick up your spell stutter spirits, yeah,
Yep.
that makes sense.
And I believe these two have played quite a lot, so it's both are well versed with each other's playstyles.
Yeah. So this should be a very good matchup. Just over on everything accounted for. 2 vets of the game. So
yep, and you're just adjusting life, making sure everyone's aware. And I mean, looking at. Okay, so we're going to see Lauren Real. Island Cycle. He's going to go ahead and fetch an island.
Love of island cycling.
I love the kind of like two decks pointing a load gun at each other with open blue mana. You don't know what's gonna come down.
Yeah, we're gonna. It is no longer my turn. It is our turn.
It is our turn. We're gonna share his turn. We're playing instant speed,
and we're gonna both share both turns. Should be quite an interesting matchup. Very back and forth.
Spell pierce. Okay,
Yeah.
we're spell piercing. That was brainstorm, correct?
Believe so.
Yep, and we're on ticket number 3. Play an island. Brendan's winning this so far. I mean, Hugh needs to find a couple creatures.
Yeah. He definitely needs to find one of his ninjutsu cards.
Yes. Yeah. Is he gonna swing for one, or is he gonna try to leave it up as a blocker?
Oh,
Hey,
no,
we'll take
swings for one. Lauren revealed is particularly good in Brandon's deck because it fixes your mana and fuels your terrors / cryptic serpents.
And we're gonna see it again.
You're absolutely right. There's a good reason why he plays a full play set of it.
And Hugh can't respond to it because it's just an activated ability.
Yeah.
Or a discard ability, whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Very, very good.
I like that tech.
Yeah.
So he's going to try number consider this time. And I believe that is a snap?
Snap? Yeah, I think it's snap.
Or is it days? No, it's not. I'm not entirely sure what that was.
I don't either. That's probably another fairy. Come down. Another fairy of sorts.
Yeah, I'm
Days
sorry.
is banned.
I misspoke.
Oh,
So he's going to
that makes
replay.
sense. Snap is the instant. Okay.
Snap. Okay. Delver's going to have to come down again. So the problem is now we have a little bit of tempo on Hugh's side with 2 fairies. And I
Bounces a creature, untap up to 2 lands. Oh, okay.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
cool. Okay. Keep attacking. Life is close, so we're not too far off from the beaten path.
I think the problem comes in for Hugh when he gets a big creature down. Especially being this, I would say, far behind on tempo. Because he's only sitting up with 2 lands and not a lot of playables. And you can't really tap out against this deck because then Brandon can just go boomerang as we've seen in the past and swing for a crap load. But it's almost like he doesn't have to because Delver's already unlocked. So, yep, there we go. Boomerang.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye to it. And now Hugh has to decide whether or not to spend his precious mana on replaying that or what exactly he wants to do with it.
Hugh seems to have a more active hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the amount of... And it works because for him, because he has a bunch of lands up. He can play some things, leave some lands up.
Tapping for 4.
Ooh, what's this?
It's going to get Spell Pierce. I think you just put it straight into the graveyard is the problem.
Yeah. Deep
Oh,
analysis.
Deep Analysis. Yeah, that makes sense. So he's going to try. Oh, here we go. Here's the war. What is that? Is that mint? No. Spell Pierce? Yeah. Just double Spell Pierce.
Lots of counterspells.
Lots of counterspells, but I think who's winning this war is whoever has more lands. Especially in this kind of control setup.
Swings for 1.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, is that the ninjutsu? No, it's not.
What is that?
Using spell pierces that aren't sent to cards art.
Snap again. So he was fighting back.
Oh, Ninja of the Deep Hours. It is a ninja card.
Oh, it was right under Moon
Love
Circuit
Ninja.
Hacker. Okay, I didn't see him on the deck list.
Love ninja cards. Kaido. Good card.
Standard card.
Standard card, yeah. Definitely gonna have to sit down with that.
All right, so we have a big boy coming in. This is the Cryptic Serpent coming down.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see a fairy come in response. Is that a Spell Stutter sprite coming in?
Maybe.
What is that in his hand he's looking at?
Another
fairy.
I think that's the fairy he bounced for the ninja.
Oh,
too.
yes. That's the one drop. And it taps, I think, on entry. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
gives it a
stun
stun
counter.
counter. Spell Stutter. It won't counter it though because he didn't have enough fairies fair.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Hugh's got a little comeback here coming.
Yeah. I like this deck a lot, this fairy deck.
Yeah.
I think if I was ever to play in one of these events, I would probably play something like either one of these decks with mono blue, as I just love mono blue. I mean, look how many, now that Hugh is hitting his land drops and now he can start setting up tempo.
Yeah, now he's, counterspell.
Counter it.
Nice. These decks are both evolutions of the classic Delver decks. Okay.
And I
Brainstorm. Probably try to hit a big monster, a terror of sorts, or
I think this is the weakness of Brandon's deck now, because now that Hugh is setting everything up with land drops, he actually has enough fairies that are starting to be a threat, especially with Brandon's life already being down to 7.
Yeah, and just how like he doesn't have like a board wipe or like a lot of like clearing effects, and I think he used most of his stuff early on, so.
I think Brandon's deck's more suited towards like just big creatures each turn, or I'm sorry, big spells each turn just to counter your opponent and to put a bunch of stuff in your yard until you deplete them.
Mm-hmm.
But with there being so many little fairies and it's kind of scrappy.
Ooh, he's getting the draw effect. He's getting the draw effect, but he has no more lands open, so he's
taking a lot of damage here.
He's not in a great spot here. Yeah, he did draw an island for turn. Draws 2.
Another island. And he's just gonna swing. He's not even gonna leave blockers up, because I don't think there's anything in Brandon's deck that can deal 2 damage directly. Because he's gonna untap the Cryptic Serpent and swing for 6, but he'll go down to 2.
Yeah.
But then he just dies on the crackback.
Yeah. Oop, and then he summons another monster.
Yep. Okay.
So that'll at least leave something up. So Hugh's definitely in a great position here now. You can tell these two fight back and forth consistently with each other. Oh, another one. Draws again. Hardcast Lauren revealed. Yeah. Ooh, is that Aether Spike? I love that card.
It's 4 Spike.
Oh, okay.
I don't see Aether Spike on the deck list.
I didn't know if Aether Spike was a legal in this format. Oh no, it does. It's this one.
Yeah, 4 Spike.
I'm pointing at it. Yeah. Aether Spike, great card from Modern Horizons 3.
Is that a brainstorm he's got? Oh no, it was a mental note.
Yeah, Hugh's in a great spot now. I think the early game push that
Yeah, Brandon was just. Hugh was struggling a lot on lands, but Brandon didn't capitalize on it enough with actually putting down a big creature to keep swinging. And now that we're in, he's going to go and scoop it up.
All right, we're going to go to game 2.
Go and adjust the score. There you go. So, finally, we're going to see some of these cards in Brandon's deck have some use. So looking at Hugh's sideboard, we have 3 Annul, 2 Bind the Monster, 3 Blue Elemental Blast, 1 Echoing Truth, 1 Hydroblast, 2 Relic of Progenitus, which is great against Brandon's deck, because you're just taking out instant and sorceries, making those terrors cost more, and the serpents as well. And then we have 3 Spreading Seas, which there's no way those are coming in. On Brandon's side of the board, looking at a sideboard, we have 3 Blue Elemental Blasts, 2 Echoing Truths, 2 Fadeaways, 2 Hydroblasts, 2 Murmuring Mystics, and 3 Steel Sabotages. So, what are your thoughts on this? What if we are Hugh, what are we bringing in?
What does Blue Elemental Blast do?
I don't know, man.
That's a good. Probably be a good idea.
I know it's a counter. I can't remember if it's counter target red spell or counter target blue spell. I know it's color specific for Blue Elemental Blast. I think it may be counter target red spell.
Yeah, it's counter target red spell, so that's not coming in.
I think Hydroblast does almost the exact same thing. I think the wording's just a little bit different.
What's Echoing Truth?
Echoing Truth, I think, is the bounce spell.
Yeah.
Return
Oh, that may be something.
return all your fairies.
Yeah, return all the like if he has multiple fairies with the same name.
Mm-hmm.
Those could be potentials. Let's see a null.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, he's not even gonna. We're talking about Hugh's sideboard. So all he has to do is like the couple creatures that he has, he can just Echoing Truth them back up.
Yeah.
And I like the
null.
Serpents or the Delver. You don't want to hit it with Terror because Terror is going to have Ward 4.
Yeah.
I think definitely bring in Relic is definitely coming in. What is
Bind the monster. Enchant creature and it deals damage. Okay, maybe like trying to bind the monster on his not on the terror.
not on the Terror, but the Cryptic Serpent.
The Cryptic Serpent, yeah. Just try to keep some of those away.
I mean, he's gonna. If we are Hugh, we're gonna be on the draw. So we were on the play last time. I think we're kind of already favored because they're just flying, and I don't see a lot in. We do have Echoing Truths that are in Brandon's sideboard to bring in as well.
Yeah.
But Blue Elemental and Hydroblast are just throwaways. They're definitely not coming in.
I don't know if either of them have a lot of side deck cards for blue.
I mean, Relic is a big one.
Yeah, Relic is a big one, but I don't know if there's much else on either side, really.
All right, so we got cuts. Well, what does Fadeaway do?
Let's find out.
I haven't seen that one.
All right, for each creature, that creature's controller pays 1 or sacrifices a permanent.
Oh, we definitely bring that in.
Yeah, that's probably coming in.
Definitely bring that in if we are we're Brandon with his sideboard just to take out as many of the fairies as we can.
Yeah.
And looks like
Okay.
looks like
We went island pass and then island one drop creature pass.
yeah, so Brandon started us off. I think we're on his
We got
Hugh's instep.
Yeah, I think we're island cycling right now on the end step.
Getting island cycling, Lorien revealed. Cuts. It looks like just a 1-drop fairy on his side of the board. And if we are Brandon, we gotta get some tempo out. It would be great to get like a Delver or something out this turn since our opponent is tapped out. I think that's a Brainstorm that he just cast that he's resolving. Yep, we found the second island. And okay, we're just gonna pass it over to Hugh now. Another island for Hugh. That's island, right? That's just different artwork. Okay.
Just different artwork.
I just don't recognize that artwork offhand.
Yeah.
I see another. It looks like another Lorien revealed in his hand, in Brandon's hand.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over.
It might be.
And Ivy just now are just taking instant sorcerers out. Oh, but we are gonna see the spell pierce. Are we gonna see? And okay.
Okay, no counter spell, so just take the 1 damage.
Yep.
Very good. He had the counter for the blowout, so
that was Brandon's out. And I'm surprised. I guess Hugh just didn't have another follow-up spell pierce with it, or he didn't want to tap out completely.
Yeah.
Especially going into 3 mana on Brandon's turn. So what do we got here? I think we're just thinking in the tank for Brandon.
Yeah. I think both players are being very thoughtful about everything. He just passed.
Yeah.
Okay. Typically not a great sign.
No.
Oh, a ninjutsu. Okay, now we're gonna get somewhere. Okay. Island cycles a little.
Island cycling.
He's an island boy.
And I'm not sure why he decided to island cycle.
On attack.
Yeah, on attack. I just didn't know the maybe there's some kind of phasing.
Yeah, probably.
of like doing it then. But maybe Brandon. I mean, these two players have played a lot. Maybe Brandon knows something in something that Hugh has played that has just kind of taken it out.
Yeah, we'll have to ask one of these guys post match.
Yeah. What is that? Oh, is that fadeaway? I think that is. I think that's
fadeaway.
So we're gonna see the fadeaway, and he's tapped out.
Yeah.
So now. Yeah, just each player reading it and understanding of like...
The wording is a little rough on it.
It is. Because it says sacrifice an island?
Maybe. Ooh. I thought he was supposed to sacrifice creature. Or pay 1.
Let me look it up real quick again. Just to make sure that we're not...
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to see Hugh on tap. And just swing in for 1.
Keep bringing it away.
Yep.
Yeah, for each creature, its controller sacrifices a permanent of their choice unless they pay 1. So he probably sacrificed the island instead of sacrificing his monster.
Gotcha. Okay, so you can choose. It doesn't have to be an online permanent. You can
it's
just
not
choose.
land permanent. It's any permanent. Okay, that's very, very interesting. Well,
Alright, so we're brainstorming again. Just a lot of card filtering and casting spells.
a lot of blue stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
We love drawing cards. We love countering things. I think Brendan needs to drop a creature.
He does. He's gonna fall behind. Like now, he's behind by 5 life right now.
There we go. There's a Cryptic
there's
Serpent.
a Cryptic Serpent.
Now we have a 6/5.
Ooh, the counter spell.
Countered. And then he's going to drop Tolarian Terror.
Okay.
Funny enough, maybe that was a bait on Brandon's side because
Definitely.
Cryptic Serpent does have a higher power, but Tolarian Terror has Ward, which in Q's deck seems to be a lot more lower to the ground. So Ward just kind of screws anything up for him when he's trying to target it. It kind of locks his turn out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great play.
But we are going to see Ninjutsu. I believe that is the hacker.
Yeah.
So he is going to get to draw a card. And just going to replay that, I believe. And, yep. Just both players keeping a full grip, it looks like. And just some decision points here of what he wants to leave on top. Going back over to Brandon's turn. He does have a big terror up. You can go and swing it. Yep, just come on in, block with your creatures, or take 5. Take 5, okay. And now it's almost becoming a race at this point to see what Hugh can pull out of his turn. Another island coming down. See, we may see...
Tap 2? Maybe not.
Just tapping his mana, trying to think. Oh,
Whoa,
well, there's a number.
terror.
Yep.
2 terrors. That's going to be...
Double the clock.
Oh,
and
no.
a Cryptic. Okay.
And a Cryptic. Ooh.
Hugh is in trouble now. He's going to have to
Yes.
counter something. Oh, okay. Oh, he's just going to throw out another fairy.
Okay.
And if you're just tuning in, this is the Team Gravity Pauper tournament. We are in our final round of Swiss. This is round 5. Both of these players are, I believe, 3-1.
I think Hugh just tied with Carson.
Okay. So Brandon is 3-1, and then on the left side we have Hugh, who's on mono blue fairies, who is 301.
301, yeah.
And then on the right side is going to be
Brandon,
who's on mono blue terror.
He's X1.
He's X1, yeah. It gets a little confusing with so much mono blue happening.
Yeah.
But after this, we are doing a cut to top 4 and playing it out. This is a cash tournament. I believe over $100, around $120 is in the prize pool. So if you enjoy Pauper content, we are going to try to start doing something, a tournament at the Darkside Comics and Games in Sarasota, Florida. We're going to try to start doing this probably once a month at least. We do have an upcoming Legacy tournament going on December 15th, Sunday at 3 p.m. Proxies allowed. Come on down. If you love some Legacy, we are going to be streaming this and giving all the content away as well. Big attack from Hugh here.
Oh, yeah. All his monsters coming in. Oh, he's got ninjutsu.
Oh,
on one.
I love the ninjutsu on the ninjutsu
Oh,
character.
the ninjutsu for the
Oh wait, he
ninjutsu.
can keep ninjutsuing it. Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. He's going to draw 2.
Yep.
Okay.
He's just decision points on what he wants to put back in hand.
Yep. Takes a lot of damage here. Draws 2 cards. One of them was an island at least.
The problem is if
He had one of his creatures blocked.
Brendan has a boomerang, it's just game over. Because he's tapped out.
Yeah.
He just boomerangs his one blocker and swings for lead.
Yeah, unless he has it. Yep, he's passing right there, so he has no more mana.
And we may be going to game 3 here.
This might be the first.
Oh wait, no, it tapped down Cryptic Serpent. That's why. It tapped it down and put a stun counter on it.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so then now, does he have 8 next turn to deal lethal?
That is, yeah. And I think both players are just doing the math, counting up to see.
What's up?
Yeah, what exactly. If we want to keep playing this out, or do we want to go to game 3? Time is dependent in the round as well, especially in this kind of a tempo versus tempo matchup. A lot of decision points. A lot of if I want to draw cards, counter this. Okay, we are going to see a swing. He's going to swing a single Tolarian Terror.
Kept one up just in case.
I think he just wants to block.
He had paid 4 mana for another card.
Is that the one we were talking about earlier? The Murmuring Mystic?
Potentially. The glare makes it really hard to see on this one. We're going to work on this because the glare is tough.
Yeah, the glare is a little tough on that side. Matt, can you
Yeah.
look up Murmuring Mystic real quick? I believe that's a 1/5 flyer. If I'm remembering correctly. This is probably a cyber piece he brought in.
Yeah. Yeah, Murmuring Mystic. Yeah.
So when
So anytime he casts an instant or sorcery, creates a 1/1 blue bird illusion creature token with flying.
oh, and he has 2 of those in the sideboard, I would definitely bring that in.
Yeah, that's a good piece to board in.
It definitely shuts down a lot of the flying tempo. Little crappers that Hugh
That
has.
he's trying to pull out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he has 1 card in hand, it looks like. And 1 mana available.
Yeah, Hugh trying to pull out the 2/0. Trying to hold on for dear life.
Oh, I forgot. There's just a stack of cards that Hugh has on his side. He's just trying to think if he wants to.
Yeah.
What? Oh, this is just okay. Resolving. Yeah, we're gonna see an untap for Brendan. And
I don't know who's worse. I think they're both in a decent spot.
yeah, I think this is anyone's game at this point.
Yeah, I think it's going to come up to whoever slips up first. I think Hugh has the advantage just based on life. Oh, just swings with 1 creature. No battle tricks either. So he's just leaving all his mana up. Okay.
The problem is that if Hugh blocks with any of his creatures, he may lose lethal with tempo.
Yeah.
So he just has to take it.
Yeah. He hasn't played any instants or sorceries though, so he has no
Flying blockers,
Flying
with the
blockers.
Mystic.
right.
But he may be just holding on to them.
Yeah.
He just have I think he has 1 card in hand, so it may be a Brainstorm or something at instant speed. Just to draw cards, like a Consider, and just hope he keeps going off. So we're going to see a number fairy come down. And I believe this is the tap fairy, if I remember. Like, you pay 2 and...
Pay 2 to tap it. Put a stun counter on it.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe. I would think so.
I gotta look back and... Alright, so we are going to see something happen.
Oh, it's a 1 mana.
Is that a Spellstutter Sprite?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and counter it. Oh, but we still get the trigger off Mystic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he has blue. He has 1 blue token. He has
We're down to 5 life.
5 life. Can he get him 5 in the air? I suppose he'll have to figure that out. Hugh was really aching for this match on stream too.
Yeah, I think he called out Brendan on stream, so
Yeah.
this is fun to see.
He called out Carson on stream, and they actually had a match where they ended in a draw. I think our thinking was that Carson had already been on stream 2 rounds in a row, so that's why we kind of maybe he felt a little bit snubbed, but we had to do it to him. Is this lethal? Oh, okay. Maybe a ninjutsu card coming out. Oh, down to 1.
Down to 1. And I think we're just counting the numbers. I think this may be game over.
They're trying to...
With the ninjutsu. We're just checking the math, blockers and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's done counter on it. We're gonna get... Yeah, it's just more of just the players checking. And I don't know if this game matters as much. It's more of just for a pride thing. I think both players are kind of locked in for top 4, even if they lose this match.
Yeah. Well, Hugh's definitely locked in at
3-1-1.
3-0-1.
Well, yeah, but if he
Even
loses
if he
match,
goes at
yeah, it'd be
3-1-1.
3-1-1.
Yeah, he'd definitely be locked in. I suppose Brandon could be could miss out based on tiebreakers.
That's true. Yeah.
We're gonna have 1-3-2 in Top Cut. Oh, there's a concession, I believe.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go check to make sure.
Yeah, we're gonna see if they scooped it up. We're gonna find out for you.
Yeah, then I'll bring in Hugh if he did.
If he did win, yeah. Yeah, there appears to be some shuffling. Okay, figuring it out as we speak, going along live. Oh, nope, game 3.
Yep, game 3. Hugh miscounted. He
Ah,
left himself dead on board.
okay.
Yeah, so.
Happens, alright. Alright, so here we are. We're shuffling up. Game 3. Don't know how much time we have in the round, but we are kicking. Alright, shuffled up. Looks like we're ready to go. I believe Hugh is on the play. Brandon's going to be on the draw. We got a mulligan. Got one mulligan going to Hugh, so he's going to go down to 6. And it looks like Brandon might not keep. He's really thinking about it. He is really thinking. Okay. I think he only has 1 land. I think that's really the problem for Hugh. I'm not seeing any Lorien revealed in his hands, but maybe he is keeping. Oh, puts the top card back on. I love when they do that. All right, down to 6 after this, maybe. Okay, there he is. We're going down to 6. We're going in. Tap land and a fairy. And then... Okay. Swing for 1. Ninjutsu. Ooh, we're starting early. This is really good for Hugh. This is really good tempo for him. Oh, there's the Lorien revealed. I think we're passing back to Brandon. Okay. Play an island and pass. Oh, we're bouncing something. We're bouncing. Yep, bounced back to hand. Plays another island. Taps it right away for the fairy again. And we're passing. Remember, guys, we are live and in living color from Darkside Comics and Games in Sarasota, Florida. Beautiful Sarasota, Florida. Thank you for joining us on stream. We appreciate everyone who's been with us all day. We've been at it for almost 4 hours at this point, so we truly, truly appreciate it. Dakota with the muffins.
Hey, man. It's been 5 hours that we've been playing Pauper. No, I'm sorry, 4.5 hours we've been playing Pauper.
Yeah.
We missed the first round on stream.
Yeah.
I'm going to go adjust the phone real quick so we can see live totals.
Yeah. Another Lorien revealed. Very consistent deck for Brandon. He's not only is he a good pilot, but he's very consistent with his playmaking and all his decision tree.
All right, what we got? I believe that Brandon was on the play. No, I'm sorry. He was on the play.
He was on the play. He's starting out quick. He had a ninjutsu like turn 2. Who's on the left? That is going to be Hugh.
Yep, he is on mono blue fairies.
Mono blue Hugh coin. Mono blue. Mono blue. Oh, Hugh. Yeah, Hugh. You know.
So, let me adjust the score because we are in game 3.
We are 1-1.
This is a more of a pride match than anything else to see who's the better Pauper player. He's already down to 16. Has he been taking that much?
Yeah, he's been taking. Okay. Yeah, he took like 2 in a row from like a 1/1 fairy, and then he took a ninjutsu right after that. So Hugh's cooking so far.
Yep.
Ooh, serpent.
Trying not to rustle my bag of muffins as I'm as they're playing. Was that spell stars play?
Yeah. Gets the draw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, those smell good. My man.
Here's one muffin for you.
That's fine. I'll take one muffin.
I'll give you my last muffin. We get our cryptic server? Oh, we're tapping and putting it. Get that out of there. Keep swinging. Already down to 13. He was definitely just on this aggro plan.
Yeah,
like I'm gonna.
He is much more. He's playing much earlier than he was last game or game 1.
Effectively, Brendan is missing like 6 damage with his cryptic servant. We're taking out one of his creatures, but we are going to see Tolarian Terror. Is that going to be countered? Brandon doesn't have anything else to follow it up with.
Yep, there it is. That's huge.
That's
really, really huge right there.
Tolarian Terror is the best creature, well, besides like a flip Delver and to block flyers, but Tolarian Terror, like you can't target, you can't tap it down without paying the ward.
Yeah, and it's ward 4, so it's expensive.
Yep.
Like, it's a rough day. Untaps everything.
We're just going to keep swinging with fairies.
Yeah, I think we see the end in sight for Hugh. He's in a really, really good spot. Yeah, just goes all in. Leaves no creatures up. Ninjutsu's out another card. Okay, cool.
Down to 8, taking
to
number
8.
5. We got a 2-turn clock here.
Pretty much.
I guess we could set up for lethal next turn.
Yeah.
But don't like just crapping out a bunch of creatures right now.
Yeah.
We definitely have the draw for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3 tap mana left. Or 3 untapped.
3 untapped.
Do we want to keep... I don't even think we care if our Brendan drops a Tolarian Terror at this point. I think we just go all in.
Yeah, I think so too. He would need terror and maybe 2 terrors just to get it out, but I don't think he has the mana for that, and I definitely know he doesn't have enough instance for it. Oh, there we go. That's something.
Okay.
That's a play.
This is something.
That's a play.
And it resolves. So he's going to brainstorm, it looks like, and trigger. Spellstar.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Tap the Cryptic Serpent again.
Call Brand go. Mortal Complex, shout out to you. Shout out to the chat. Thumbs up to the chat.
Now we run into this weird place where Brandon hopefully can keep...
Hell yeah. That's Brandon's her husband.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Oh, we bounce back the... the guy that makes all the spirits. He's playing against Hugh though. Yeah, good matchups so far though. Really good game.
Oh yeah.
Another fairy for 1.
Yep. Tap it down.
There it is. Tap down.
Yeah.
Put
So
he has 1 blocker, and he's facing down a boatload of creatures. That is.
I think that's game. Or
Yeah.
no, we block there. Let's do the count. Let's make sure.
Well, yeah,
Down to
Down to
2.
2.
That is rough.
He's close though. He's very, very close.
The problem is that Brendan has never set up any lethal threats because of just how out tempoed he's been by Hugh.
Yeah, and he had one of his terrors countered, and now he's gonna lose out another turn of this serpent. Yeah,
The serpent's been tapped down twice already.
yeah.
But we do have 4. Is it a fadeaway? Oh no, he's
Oh,
gonna
there it
okay.
is.
Counter. Yeah, spell starts right immediately. Fade away. We have an option.
Ooh.
He's gonna sack all lands. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sacks all his lands.
Yep. And
the-
Brandon sees the end. They're
The
gonna shake.
concession. Sweet.
So that is going to be 2-1 to Hugh. And we're going to let him de-sideboard. And then we are going to get a little bit of an interview going on with Hugh. Talking
Yeah.
about the matchup and everything.
Yeah, he's been aching to get on. So
He has. He's been asking.
So we're gonna get him on real quick. Right before top 4. Hopefully we have a little bit of time.
Yep.
But they played fairly quickly, so I think we should. So once again, we are at our Pauper tournament here in Sarasota, Florida. If you're ever in Sarasota, come check out Darkside Comics and Games. Tell them Team Gravity sent you. I'm Julio. I'm here with Dakota, the captain. We're here doing some commentary work today. Yeah, congrats to Hugh. Good win. We'll see what ends up how the top 4 shakes out. I know we're looking forward to it. We're gonna get some money out. Hopefully, you get some prizes out, and we do the thing. Let's see. We're just done sideboarding. Hopefully, we're getting Hugh in here in a minute. He was asking to get on stream, to get on board with everything. So we're gonna talk to him about his deck. I think he has a really cool, creative deck that works very well. All right, so let's switch back here to the booth cam. All right,
How
so
did we do out there?
yeah, you did great, man. So just talk to me a little bit. First, tell me, you're Hugh. You haven't been on stream today, so
Yeah.
so very nice. How's your day so far? Get a
I've
little
been
recap
having a
of.
great day. We weren't sure we were going to come down today.
Okay.
Woke up a little late. I was actually going to plan to play a Magic Online tournament, but I overslept it. But then I looked at our group chats, and Lewis, Brandon
Mhm.
were showing some enthusiasm, and I was like, hell yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
So we all just kind of met up, carpooled. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's cool. That's what's up. We're glad to have you guys here. So you guys come from a little bit up north, Pinellas area,
Yeah, we're from Clearwater
Clearwater,
and
cool.
Largo.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so good day so far. You are 401,
Mhm.
so you are very undefeated.
Actually, intentionally drew twice, so I'm actually 302.
Oh, you okay?
But we did the math, and it should be locked for top 4.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Either way, we're good then.
But,
So,
yeah.
all right, very cool. That's awesome that you guys. Thank you for playing out the match. Either way,
Yeah.
it was a really good match. So game 1, you were not doing very well. Had a
No,
lot. You're
I
behind
won't-
on lands.
I won't lie, I kept a pretty bad hand.
Did you?
I was on
Okay.
a draw, and it just didn't have a. You really just want to keep any turn 1 fairy into ninja is just what you want to keep.
Yeah.
I didn't have that. I did have a 1-drop, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the hand actually probably should have been a mulligan. So as you saw, we both kind of like didn't do anything for the first couple turns.
Yeah.
But eventually, I did draw into my ninjas, and
And just from
Yeah.
watching Brandon's deck,
Mhm.
we noticed what he'll do. He'll go land pass,
Mhm.
and then Lauren's revealed land pass.
Yep.
So like that's kind of his strategy. So then when you guys were both kind of going back and forth on this like really weird, like not very tempo heavy thing. So it was good. But games 2 and 3, you, even though you didn't win game 2, you kind of ran away with game 3.
yeah. And also game 2, I kind of just didn't do the math. Probably didn't have to swing out there. I did leave him at 1. So I kind of messed up there.
Yeah, there was also like the big play where he grabbed you with the serpent and then you countered it and then he plays terror and terror just infinitely works to like try.
Yeah, he baited me on that one.
Yeah, that was really good. We were thinking about that. We were like, man, that's a really slick play from him.
It was.
Yeah. So, what are you looking forward to top 4?
I'm looking forward to dodging Carson because that is a terrible matchup.
Is it?
You really you can't like the one drop that gains life.
Mm-hmm.
If you counter it, they just bring it back.
Okay.
And that threat alone with a Basilisk Gaze is almost impossible to outrace.
Mm-hmm.
Let alone with all the other things he has going on in his deck. He has Crypt Rats, Prismatic Strands, to blank Ninja draws. Post board gets even harder because he brings in Arms of Hadar.
Mm-hmm.
So and he also has Guardian of the Guild Pack, which is I cannot interact with it if it resolves.
Right.
So just this combination of things is probably the worst matchup I could actually imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, so you definitely want to dodge him.
It's yeah.
Yeah, you're just kind of hoping to like dodge him on the other side of the bracket and then hope he loses in the semis. Fair enough. I respect that. Sometimes we got to get lucky to win tournaments.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no shame in it at all.
No.
So very cool. So just tell me a little bit more about yourself. You come with like Brandon and Carson.
Yeah.
Play with them often?
I started. Like I moved down here about like 5 years ago, and I had really no friends when I got here. But I had just started playing Pauper on Magic Online, so. I kind of looked up. I kind of went to the local store, found out they did Pauper, which was great, and that's how I met Brandon. And we've been kind of playing Pauper ever since.
Yeah, you guys. So when you guys were playing up against each other, you can tell when people have like, not only like good chemistry, like, but like when you have good knowledge of what the other person's doing. You guys could tell like you guys both know what you wanted to do, and it was very evident that you guys had like done that.
Yeah, we have a bit of rapport. We've played a lot of games.
Yeah, so you can tell that that matchup there. You guys have worked through it quite a bit. So it was a really really dope game. How much time do we have?
They're ready.
They're ready.
Oh, he did get me with the fadeaway. I did not see that.
Oh yeah,
that was a good one.
That was a really good.
Yeah, I have not played against that one in a while.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna let you go because top 4 is starting. So we're gonna let you get in there. We're gonna go to a break real quick. So and then we're gonna
Alright, welcome back everyone. Sorry for that little bit of a break. So we just talked to Aaron, our judge, and discussed the top 4 with everything. Unfortunately, all top 4 players have decided to split evenly, and they don't want to play out the finals. So that's going to be all for our Pauper content tonight, unfortunately. We did want to see the top 4 play out, but a lot of these players have already kind of played against each other, and they decided they would rather just pack it up for today.
They're also very familiar with each other in general. Like 3 of the players kind of came together, so that's kind of where it came down to. So we do have the final top 4 standings.
Yes. So it's going to be Carson Wolf on Abs and Gates. Was number 1 seed. I believe number 2 seed was Brandon on Mono Blue Terror that we saw on stream.
Many times, yes.
And then we had Hugh on Mono Blue Fairies, was also in the top 4 with this tie. And then our final player was Daniel Miller on Grixis Affinity.
Which did technically get a feature match, just wasn't recorded because of technical difficulties.
Unfortunately. So
we did get to hear from him for a little bit, so he's not unknown.
Yep.
So
shout out to all our top 4 players. Thank you all of them for coming out today and playing some Pauper. I had a great time.
Yeah, I did too, man. We had a good time on stream with the chat. Thumbs up to the chat.
Yeah, y'all been great. A couple announcements before we leave you. We do have a Legacy tournament coming up December 15th next week. It is going to be streamed. The boys are going to be back. We're going to be back in the booth starting at 3 p.m. This channel. And it is going to be proxy available, the image proxy 100%.
Now, before we get hateful comments, we decided to go full proxy because it was kind of short notice. We are not heavy on Legacy in the area. So all of those things kind of combined, we just decided to, we wanted the players to be able to play Legacy, not to play against people who have money.
Right. So, we didn't want it to end up being a wallet thing, and just wanted to bring up the community. Legacy community has kind of died out a little bit in our current area, but also shout out to the Darkside Comics and Games, where all these tournaments are.
Of course, they're the
great
host.
Yeah, great store. They've helped out a lot with support and just setting up these Team Gravity tournaments.
Shout out Brian, the owner, Thomas, Rick, who are the managers, Glenn, Zach, everybody who works here. I'm sorry if I missed somebody.
December 15th at 3 p.m. at Darkside Comics is when that full proxy legacy is going to be.
Yeah, next Sunday, 3 p.m. Deck list, full proxies, all payout based on attendance. So the more people you bring, the more
it's going to be in that prize pool.
More is going to be in that prize pool. So please come out to that. Again, we're going to stream it as well. We're going to have a top table again, hopefully on stream.
Yep.
And that's it for that. We do have some other small stuff coming up.
Yes, so linked on our Twitch channel is a suggestion box. If you have any other tournament or formats that you want to see in the future with Team Gravity going on, just go ahead and pop those in the suggestion box. We are going to have a VOD and recap of this whole Pauper tournament uploaded on our YouTube channel at Gravity MTG. That's also leaked on the Twitch channel. If you have any tournaments or anything, any comments you want to leave us, go ahead and shoot those comments down on YouTube. We read all of them.
You can leave comments in the suggestion box also, like if you want to see specific contents, like commander content, deck profiles. We can do like discussions about, like we were having one about sleeves. It's something we use, it's something we should talk about. So if you want to hear what our thoughts are, maybe to get some more people on who are on the team, get their comments, and we all kind of like varying degrees of experience with
the
cards.
Full scope of everything.
Yeah, so like maybe there's someone out there who has the secret sauce and we just don't know it. So we're down to do all types of content. Please just let us know.
Yeah, we'll set it up for you. Also coming up this Thursday on YouTube, be on the lookout for the YouTube channel. We're dropping a standard recap of the past couple of standard league weeks. That's going to be a pretty good video. We've already got that queued up with everything. But yeah, I think that's all of our announcements.
Yeah, I think that's everything. So again, just please come out if you're ever in Sarasota, Florida. Even if you can't come to our Legacy tournament or any of our tournaments, just come out to Darkside. They're awesome. We love them. So,
and we appreciate all of you tuning in. You are what makes this great. But yeah, this is gonna be Dakota signing out, and then Julio signing out. So y'all have a great night.
Yep, we'll see.
Bye,
you.
guys.